everybody, please get yourself ready for the Pokemon FireRed race. Take it away, PulseEffect.
All right, what's up, guys? I'm Pulse, and we're here to showcase a game that has meant just the world to not only me and JP. We've been submitting this game like crazy, and it finally came in. And so we're going to showcase
it took a long time.
A Charmander versus Squirtle race. Both routes are extremely close, and it's going to be pretty hype. You excited, man?
I am totally excited. It has been my main speed run for the last, 6 years. I am totally ready to showcase it and just have a ton of fun.
It's going to be a blast. Do we want to do couch introductions first?
Yeah. We got two very special guests with us on the couch. First, we have Etchy.
Hi, I'm Etchy. I've run this game quite a bit as well. I do a lot of other Pokemon speedruns.
Excellent. And also on our couch, we have Happy Birthday Shenanigans.
Hello, I'm Keyzeron's biggest fan.
Perfect. All right. So,
ready to go?
Introductions out of the way, yeah. Do you want to count us down, Pulse?
All right, let's start it up in 3, 2, 1, go. All right, so I think we're going to go ahead and let the other commentators take it away for the RNG manipulation explanation.
Yes.
Yeah, so this is kind of, I guess you'd say the hardest trick in the run. It's actually frame perfect, and the way the RNG works in this game is as soon as you accept your character's name, you will set your trainer ID. So they'll be checking their trainer ID once they start. So as soon as they enter their name, they're starting another timer. And they will check their trainer ID to know what RNG seed they've started the game on. And they'll get an entire list of all the available Squirtles within a certain amount of time. Squirtles or Charmanders, I should say. Within a certain amount of time. And they're going to try to frame perfectly select their starter at that moment. They're both checking their IDs here. Hopefully there's a Squirtle or Charmander on their seeds. They're both typing in their trainer IDs. And they will...
Oh, I got a really spicy one. This actually might be almost better than the one that I have for backup.
Mine's not great, but...
Ooh.
Yeah, so something they're doing here is they're going to be watching the NPCs moving around. The NPCs moving in the overworld actually cause lag. So on Pulse's screen, you saw the guy walk to the right. That's 2 frames of lag. He turned up. That's 2 more frames. They're calculating how many frames that the NPCs are moving, and they're going to try to adjust their window based off of the NPC movement. And they have to hit a frame-perfect A press on the screen after selecting their starter. So hopefully we can see one of them pull that off here.
And they're using a metronome program to time that A press as well, which is why we weren't talking during that part.
yeah, for being silent so they could hear their metronomes go off there. It's very difficult. We'll see if either of them hit it. They might check the stats immediately.
Got it.
And if they miss it... Oh,
holy crap.
They both
Let's
got
go.
it. They both got
Are
it.
you serious?
I'm absolutely going for this.
That's the craziest thing I've ever seen. Oh my god, they both hit it.
Let's
For reference, a lot of time people get stuck in the lab for like hours, so getting both first try is something else.
That was so cool. Okay, so we both like had their stats listed. Like we had like notes of like he has this speed, so he's gonna go for this. That's all out the window now because these are completely freshly manipulated Pokemon here.
Yeah, and
what's kind of interesting.
I had like a tail of the tape made. Ooh, sick.
Right? I mean, I guess if we like end up dying, we could go for the backups, but like, oh man, this one's really good. This one's really good.
Zero chance I'm dead here.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, we're good.
Yeah, and they're both fine too. Perfect.
Also,
yeah, you need to
want to go
win
over
the
your
right there.
stats for your starters? Because obviously we can't see them.
All right, so...
yeah, you go first, Pulse. Yours is more exciting.
Yeah, so my HP 20, or I'll go down the line. HP 20, attack 24. Defense 30, special attack 31, special defense 18, speed 20. Those are IVs.
Alright, so I picked up Rash Nature, 10 HP, 11 attack, 9 defense, 31 special attack, 28 special defense, and 22 speed. So here I found a Rattata. I need to get some experience before I enter the forest. That way I can gain some levels later, so I'm going to defeat this Rattata.
Yeah, both Squirtle and Charmander learn a stab move that stands for same type attack bonus. So fire move for Charmander, water move for Squirtle. They both learn a move at 7, and if they KO enough Pokemon going up this route, they'll actually hit level 7 early. I'm not sure if either of them will be going for that. I know Pulse will, but
for
JP might opt to skip.
For Charmander in particular, the amount of EXP that you need is basically you need a level 3 Pidgey and a level 3 Rattata to equal enough EXP to get you through the route. This will get you not only Ember, but it also gets you Metal Claw for Brock just in time.
Yeah, you get Metal Claw and the Onyx, I think.
Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to pass on this one for now, but we're gonna get it rolling, hopefully.
Yeah, fortunately we go through this route like 4 times, so or 3 times, so they have plenty of opportunities to see more stuff if they need to.
Yeah. And then back onto the stats for just a second. They both said they were both rash nature. That means that they have plus special attack and minus special defense. It's actually the best nature to use for FireRed runs. The reason for that is you barely ever get hit by special attacking moves, so your physical defense is nice. Mild would be a minus defense nature. So Rash is really good for both of them, and obviously special attack is a very important stat to have.
Yeah, and Gen 3 is a weird generation with the Ghost is a physical type thing, so there's a lot of weirdness going on there that plays into Rash's favor.
Ooh, there we go.
The other 2 natures that we can go for, Squirtle can go for Modest, which is minus attack. Attack stat literally doesn't matter for Squirtle. There are some moves that you gotta hit, but like it's very few. And Charmander, what was that last nature, Pulse?
I got Rash. Oh wait, do you mean?
Oh no. The last one that you can get aside from Rash and Maya.
Oh, you can do Quiet Nature for Charmander just because he's like really fast. You can't really run Modest with Charmander because you need at least 20 attack with the current route. That's kind of being worked on a little bit, but we'll actually see if it'll change at all.
So we get Pokedex. That's the key thing to allow us to start catching up. Very nice. We're supposed to fill it up, but that ain't happening this run.
Probably call it the Cutter nickname for
the
incentive here, just because.
Yeah, just go ahead. Yeah. We should cut off both.
Yeah, Cutter Flyer are the 2 that are coming up here.
Yeah.
Because they might find it on Route 1 as they walk through. Because now they get Pokeballs when you talk to Oak. And Pidgeys and Rattatas are on Route 1. Pidgey has the ability to fly, Rattata has the ability to cut. So. Wow, JP almost went encounterless.
That's wild.
Encounters are weird in this game.
This game is really weird with that. So on like the first route, or whenever you enter a new route, you get an encounter immunity, which is basically 1 out of 100 chance, which is a 1% to actually get an encounter on the first 6 steps per route. So when it comes to forest, it's 7. When it comes to caves, it's 8.
I need a flyer name. My husband.
Yeah, so we've got my husband, exclamation point, and my wife, exclamation point.
I'll need one for the cutter.
We've got Millhouse and Project M.
All right.
What's Project M? I've never heard of that game before.
All right, my husband is in the party.
How's he doing?
Doing good. Doing good.
Hopefully Paul's finds a wife soon enough.
Yeah.
I know his parents
I'm
might
just
be
with
waiting.
Millhouse over. It's fine.
Excuse me, I need to type.
And Pulse is in kind of a unique position with Charizard in the first place because Charizard can learn Fly or Cut. So that's why he's going for Cutter here. And you can actually skip the Flyer because it's a little bit safer. To not have to waste the slot with Cut on his Charmander right now because you need Cut much earlier than you need Fly.
By the
it's
way,
annoying with the HMs, you can't overrate them. So if you have to teach Cut, it's there forever. So it takes up a move space.
by the way, shout outs to Old Man Etiquette in here. Just chucking a ball and catching a Pokemon.
Yeah, dude, he's from the future, even though he's in like Gen 3. This is just Let's Go. He hasn't even sent out a Pokemon.
Yeah, this is Let's Go.
You should throw 2 of them at once. They combine in midair. A little bit of a cool thing on JP's screen, he just like looks like he YOLO'd right through that grass. Normally in Pokemon games you avoid the tall grass, but because of that encounter immunity we talked about earlier, it's only 1% to get an encounter if you walk through the grass. So
Correct.
pretty
It's gonna be a
unlikely.
little bit faster.
It's actually impossible to get 0 encounters. So the way that encounter RNG works is that each time you step in the grass, a separate RNG encounter, or an RNG incrementer, counts up, and it can't be modified any other way. So like, no matter how many frames pass by, it's only these steps that influence it. So like, it's impossible to get 0 encounters.
Yeah, even the tool-assisted run has to deal with a couple, which is interesting for a tool-assisted run for Pokemon. Normally they just blitz through the grass.
Ideally, you just get the 2 encounters you need, which are the cutter and the flyer,
Yep.
and then
And
just
it's-
nothing else.
Slight difference here. You may have seen JP just running all the way through the forest, avoiding all these trainers, but Pulse actually has to fight them. Charmander needs to make up some experience. It's not quite ready to battle Brock yet. Squirtle basically comes ready to beat Brock once he gets Bubble, but Charmander gotta make up a little
Goodbye,
bit.
God,
So.
Squirtle.
And you're seeing
Fun fact, though.
JP save now too for the hardest fight in the game.
Yep. Oh God. You're not even wrong.
Yeah, it can be for sure.
This fight
So-
is really ridiculous. So this is Sammy. Sammy has a level 9 Weedle. It knows Poison Sting and String Shot, and it likes to crit. So we're gonna lead with a Tail Whip, and then we're just gonna spam tackle. So I have 2 potions, but if I get crit from really low health, then it's not gonna be good. I swapped Tail Whip and Tackle there, because I'm going to be using a different move later, and I'll teach over Tail Whip with a better move. And I got Poison. That is perfect. That allows us to set up the ability Torrent. Would one of you like to explain Torrent? Etchy, go.
I can do that. So starters in almost every Pokemon game from Gen 3 onward come with an ability. It's Torrent for the water type and Blaze for the fire type, which you're going to see in both these routes right now. Basically how it works is once you're below 1/3 HP, you're the same type move as your starter, so water for JP and fire for Pulse. Those moves are going to be 50% stronger. And in a speedrun, we want to take advantage of that as much as possible. Any damage boost you can get will save you a lot of time, but obviously being below 1/3 HP is very scary. And by getting poisoned here, JP is going to try to manipulate his HP to be perfectly set up so that by the time he gets to Onyx, he is out of death range, but almost into Torrent. So that way he can 2-shot the Onyx and still be at really low HP because he's going to want Torrent for the next route coming up after Pewter City.
So
6.
with Charmander in particular, though, you might be thinking I'm falling quite behind, but by the time we hit up Mount Moon, it's actually going to be whenever I'll be able to catch up. Because I fight a lot of trainers in the forest. Squirtle fights a really long fight with Weedle, has to fight Camper Liam inside of the gym, and 1 extra trainer inside of Mount Moon.
You also kind of have to save a bunch with Squirtle too early on because these fights are very scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, JP is now on the hardest fight of the game with Camper Liam.
You'll be hearing this a lot. There's a lot of hard fights in this game.
I no joke. I have done 300 resets of this game this year, getting past the Manip, and I have died to Liam like 30 times.
Yeah, if you get critical, you're just gone, and then it's a range to even 2-shot this Sandshrew. It has Sand Attack. It just every part of this battle just makes it very scary. But
Yeah.
what
And
if
the
you just
importance of
critical
torrents
the
make it
Sandshrew for us?
terrifying.
Okay, that's a decent roll. That's a great
Defense
roll.
roll's great.
Guys, I'm really
AI
good.
in this game for most trainers is random, so you generally don't have to worry about it. And that's a low roll. That sucks. Double defense
Oh,
roll.
Guys, I'm,
Really
I'm,
good
I'm,
Sandshrew
I'm
right
approaching
there.
Sammy. I'm approaching Sammy, man.
Yeah.
This is
Oh,
gonna be
no.
really scary.
Oh man. Oh
Pulse
man.
kind of on
I
the
hope-
easiest
I hope
fight
you
of the
can
game.
get
No,
through.
He forgot to save. Make sure you don't forget to save.
Yeah, if you haven't realized, early game's loaded with a lot of bug types, especially on the next route. So you're gonna
Oh, I can
see
save. Oh,
Pulse
Oh.
Torrent.
Oh, boy.
oh God. Dude, I'm
I believe
really
this is a
worried.
damage range with Ember. It's about a 100% to KO, I believe.
I'm
not actually sure of the
Pretty
range
sure
on
that's
this.
right. You may have forgotten to carry a 0 here or
Oh,
there.
I got him. Whoa.
1000% right.
I
Dang.
can't believe it.
It's impressive. No crit too.
Dude,
Wow.
that's insane. That's actually so insane.
Anyway, we've got Brock fight for JP. So this fight for him will be pretty free. He's out of death range. So we did talk about how trainers generally like don't have the craziest of AI, but gym leaders specifically have an AI where if they can KO you with a move, they will. Luckily, Onyx's Rock Tomb does not do 11 damage.
Yeah, it says 8 to 9 with this defense.
Yep, so he will not use Rock Tomb. And there he goes for tackle into Torrent. This is a range.
Wow.
Unlucky.
Very bad roll.
So, no, yeah, that roll was really bad.
Yeah, that was minimum.
So he'll
roll.
Rock Tomb now. Luckily it hit. You actually want to be hit by Rock Tomb there, because now he's trying to get back into Torrent. Yep, goes for Tail Whip, just to try and take a little bit more damage. And then, best case scenario here, we'll get like Tackle or Bind.
Bind, tackle would have been better, but bind is perfectly acceptable. It's a 56% range to one-shot that Onyx, so ideally in a world record attempt, you would want to get that range. But in this case, we'll just take the potion loss and keep going.
And like we mentioned earlier, Torrent's 1/3 HP, so you can see he's just out of that range. So he's going to try to intentionally take damage on the next route in order to be below a 1/3 HP.
Yeah. Fun fact, if you look at the special attack stat when Squirtle levels up, only level 13 plus special attack Squirtles with 31 IV get 24 special attack at 13, so that's how you know you got the right one.
Cool.
If you ever have any doubts.
So you can see Pulse has already caught up quite a bit here.
Yeah, however, his Brock fight's going to be a little bit slower as he 4 hits the Geodude with Ember.
Good
Got a burn, which is great.
That's nice.
Now, you're in an interesting position because this is actually a 20 speed Charmander, correct? Okay, so with 20 speed, I believe you underspeed on
Yeah, 22 and below. It's a speed tie with 16 to 22. And so the interesting thing about AI is that the AI actually wants to make you slower, and if it has a move that can make you slower, it's going to go for it. Or if it can kill you with that move, it'll also go for it. And that's the only way that Brock will actually go for Rock Tomb, luckily. Otherwise, this fight would be nearly impossible. It's really, really bad.
Yeah. If he just spammed Rock Tomb, you'd probably have to PP stall him or something and just wait out all 5.
Yeah, Charmander just straight up wouldn't be viable.
Yeah, for sure. But now he can just go for a Growl, drop the Onyx's attack, and I believe it's 18 damage when he'll start using Rock Tomb. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, so Pulse is just watching for making sure he doesn't drop below about 20 hit points. Otherwise, the Onyx will go for Rock Tomb. So he's going to heal here, just to make sure he never gets into that Rock Tomb range.
Okay.
And with that attack boost, I think it's possible to 2-hit from here. It's an okay roll.
So I got lead
good.
tackle from this first Caterpie. That knocks me into Torrents, which will allow me to one-shot the rest of these Pokemon through this route. With the exception of the last trainer, but I'm not going to worry about that. The first 2 are the more important ones.
Yeah, definitely.
Because you lose 3 turns and on this fight and 3 turns on the second fight. Don't have it.
Yeah, you can tell
So
just by
instead we're only
the
losing
Pokemon
1.
that JP's fought so far that he really needs the Torrent, and that's why he cared so much about his HP. Whereas Pulse here is just gonna burn a bunch of bugs, and he does not need Blaze at all to one-shot them.
It's always fun to me when. Yeah, it's fun watching this run sometimes because you'll have like an Onyx on 1 HP and you're sitting there tail whipping it like, come on, tackle me. It just seems really silly to force yourself to get to such low HP, but it is worth the time investment.
Yep.
Now, unfortunately, JP's got a little bit high HP, so when he hits level 15, he'll level out of Torrent, but he can get back into it later on another fight.
Yep.
Yeah, it's not a big deal at this point. Plus, well, there's a bunch of fights that I can do. So.
Yeah, exactly. Squirtle has a lot of options.
Yep.
So, by the way, just to explain some of the nickname things, we're actually going to be changing the nickname of the starters to meet the incentives once we're at Lavender Town.
Yes.
We were not expecting to hit those frame perfect manipulations. So,
not at all.
So we're a bit off here right now, but
I have spent literally, well, I think my longest stretch is an hour and a half with 0 runnables, and that's using the manip. So it gets brutal.
Yeah, definitely.
And the key thing, and I don't remember if you actually mentioned it because I was busy, there is a NPC that moves off screen when you're walking up to Oak. And that can mess with it completely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I probably should mention that. It's kind of RNG based as well because the NPCs can move before you even see them, and then you don't know how many times they've moved and whatnot. So there's even an
Unlucky
RNG element to the
double string shot here, by the way. That makes me slower than this Metapod as well.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah, unfortunately he's out of Torrent here, so the Metapod's gonna survive a turn. If he got tackle, he would have stayed in Torrent and then one-shot the Metapod, but it's unlucky. Sometimes that happens.
I'm actually going to be fighting a different trainer here, specifically because I actually really want Blaze. This does make it riskier overall, but this ends up being very worth it in the long run.
Yeah,
Even
Pulse
if I
gets to
take
do
a
a
little
cool
bit
little
extra
trick
time.
that Squirtle never gets to do, which is reloading an NPC by exiting and re-entering the route, which you'll see in a second.
Little thing you may have seen from JP, he opened his bag and did nothing. That's called a bag manip. You'll see that multiple times. Basically, NPCs that like spin or walk around get their timers reset whenever you enter your bag. So if it takes them, I think it's 16 frames usually to turn or whatever, that timer gets reset whenever you enter your bag. So you'll see that again in Mount Moon later on. Ooh, that's really good getting poisoned.
Nice.
Yep.
Yeah, there's a few ways to pass spinners, but bag manipping is like the cure-all solution to passing any spinner pretty much. So you see it more often than not.
You also notice they're gonna register their TM case, and then if they hit the select button, it'll open up the TM case. That counts as going into the bag, so they can actually use that for manips as well.
So I'm picking the safe option. There are 4 different trainers that I can find in Mount Moon. This hiker is the absolute safest because Bubble sweeps the entire team. I could go for the spinner that's in this moon, but the Rattata outspeeds me and knows Hyperfang, and Hyperfang will kill me. So I will just opt to be safe.
Yeah, there's multiple strategies you can actually use on this area. This is by far the safest because nothing to even think about. You just sweep. Now there is
ideally, if you're at low enough health, you would just fight the bug catcher because you can also just sweep it with Torrent, but not in Torrent. So.
Guys, I just one-shot all the bugs. Dude, I can't believe it.
Oh, that's because you're in Blaze, though. Doesn't count.
Right.
More Turtle.
Ooh, that was an interesting pause there.
Ooh, that's not good.
Okay. Yeah, we're fine. Dodger. Something
as long as you don't get hit, it's a good pass. So.
We should probably mention EVs as well. Whenever you KO a Pokemon, they'll give you an EV based off like the Pokemon's base stats. So JP is on the Hiker EVs, so that might come into play later if he needs some speed for outspeeding specific Pokemon. He'll have to remember like which of the trainers he battled, so that can come into play here and there. Wow, JP opting to skip the revive. That is a little bit risky, but faster for sure.
I'm saving.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
You kind of have to pick one or two. You either save or you get the revive usually. But
saving would be better in this case.
Yeah,
just because I only have 3 repels.
Ooh.
That almost that hiker.
That
actually
hiker's
almost
scary.
got you.
That dude has all the rock types.
Yeah. See, JP wanted to fight him, but for you, I mean.
JP let that Rocky Grunt walk toward him specifically for his step count for his repels because it's a little dicey here.
Yeah, you may notice they shopped a little bit differently. Charmander out actually buys 4 repels because he's going to be getting the revive. Ooh, that was a little sketchy there for JP, almost getting a quick attack to death. But I believe Water Gun is guaranteed to kill the Zubat in Torrent?
In Torrent, yeah.
Yeah, so this should be a guaranteed KO.
I'm actually going to save before the Super Nerd.
Yeah.
Just because I'm at low health. If I was at like 12, I wouldn't worry about it, but Pound can do a lot.
You can also get poisoned, and that's just very annoying to deal with, so.
I'm personally not taking a chance on this guy. So, yeah, this guy could actually just one-shot me straight up if I'm not careful. If he crits me, I'm dead. It's a guaranteed one-shot with Blade. Wow.
Oh my goodness. At least he saved. Wow.
That's why I saved there.
Jeez.
By the way, we are going to need to cut off the Dome Fossil versus Helix Fossil incentive.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that incentive.
Because that's right after this.
Good Grimer there for JP. Didn't get disabled, didn't get pounded, just a perfect fight. Did not have to deal with
Also didn't get poison gas.
Yeah, true.
That Grimer is super annoying.
Ooh, Screech is a little bit scary.
This is a range.
All right. You want the Dome Fossil versus Helix Fossil?
Yes.
Take a guess.
Dome?
Nope.
some
Helix
more.
by
Speaking of
about
snipes.
3,000 to 1,000.
Oh wow.
Dang, destroyed.
Also,
Thank you for everybody that donated for that. You have praised Helix.
There is an emote you guys can spam here in a few seconds.
Also, it's the faster one, so good job.
Yeah, saving the frames for sure.
Do you have both your HM friends?
No, I need a cutter.
No. Okay.
Did you get both, Pulse?
I only need one.
Oh, right. Yeah, you skipped Fly because Charmander.
Yeah.
So here's a hidden Great Ball. That's a good thing. Here's a bad thing. We're getting
Yeah.
Mega Kick, also known as Mega Miss.
I'm still not a fan.
Yeah.
You're teaching both, right, Pulse? Kick and punch? Oh, we're gonna have a great time.
This is
It's gonna be amazing. So I guess it's a good time to mention that me and JP agreed to this beforehand. For every time that we miss a mega kick, $5 to charity.
I'm down to join in on that too. That's fun.
Yeah, me too.
All right, sounds
Right.
good.
I'm not gonna sign up for Mega Punch and Mega Kick because I know it's gonna be thousands of dollars.
You don't
I'm
want
good.
that. You don't want that.
And Blizzard too, and
Blizzard?
potentially even Fly.
Fire
There's
Blast?
so
You
much.
want Fire
Yeah,
Blast
Fire
to
Blast.
My wallet can only take so much.
Just the kicks, yeah. Let's stick to the fun one.
Good.
Okay, that was pretty quick for cut. The reason they're playing the LeafGreen version is because Sandshrew is also in this grass. It's an additional Pokemon that can learn cut. So
Right, Felix?
And having the Great Ball makes this catch
the
so much
other
safer
name
too.
for the cutter.
The cutter,
Should be second
I
place.
believe it was Project M when we cut it off. Oh, hang on. Apparently, right at the end we got Edward,
Ed,
capital E.
absent chat for Project M.
And for Team
appropriate
Jacob.
because Edward is short.
Save a few frames here and there.
No, I'm making a Full Metal Alchemist joke.
Oh, okay.
Hi, I am Weed. So we're breaking into this guy's house and going straight through it because there's a candy here.
Those are very,
very
important. Yeah.
Also, fun fact, if you stop and pick up a hidden item frame perfectly, you don't get a turn frame, which is what happened there. Cool story.
Pulse was one tile ahead of you running toward the center. It was pretty interesting. Exactly one tile ahead. Yeah, the reason you grabbed
Also,
those candies
here-
is for this move. Very important for Misty.
This is the best move in the game.
It kind of is, honestly.
they can keep it forever. Yeah, I mean.
Coming
you
up
keep it
for
till the
me,
very end.
though, is going to be the hardest fight in the game.
Yeah.
This is really
Yeah.
scary.
Yeah,
You
this
guys like
fight's
inaccurate moves.
terrifying.
This is the best showcase for it.
This is going to be great.
He is going to. He has a revive, but he is still going to save because he might need more than
Absolutely.
a single revive.
Yep.
That's how rough this fight is. It's awful.
Yeah. Hey, just crit.
Believe me,
crit
this fight
burn
is
the
not-
Pidgeot, though. It'd be great.
This fight is not a walk in the park either.
Yeah,
No, we have
Misty and
both hard
Rival at the
fights
same
going
time.
on.
These are actually both really hard fights. Misty, the Staryu is a very favorable damage range, and then the Starmie is a somewhat favorable damage range. Did you get the Person Berry?
Yes.
Okay, so-
because it's a marathon, I'm being safe.
Yeah, definitely makes sense.
Okay.
Theoretically, the Starmie will never use Water Pulse,
Yeah.
but the Staryu will.
Oh, Pulse missing a move here already.
75%
Yeah, he got sand
accuracy.
attacks.
That was a really
He's going
bad
for the
roll by
safer
Staryu.
triple ember
Ooh,
rather
not a
than
bad
going for double
burn.
mega kick.
Yeah,
burn.
good burn. Okay, got the range on the Staryu with the critical. Very nice. Pidgeot is
That
going
was
to get
not a
down
good
here
first roll. That was like minimum first roll. Starmie's
Oh,
one
that
roll, though.
is interesting.
The AI
Okay.
juke. Let's see it.
He gets a free heal here. I have never seen that before.
Really good.
A free
Really
heal. Okay, JP making sure not to hit the Starmie the super potion range there. That's why he did that tackle, making sure
Yep.
he doesn't have to deal with that.
Kick.
Okay, one kick on the Squirtle. Goes for withdraw. That's not usually what you want to see, but if he just hits another one.
Kick two. Good.
Okay, 2 kicks.
Okay.
Okay.
Just needs the
That's
punch.
Torrent for
One
the
punch.
Squirtle.
Oh, no way did that just happen. Critical
That's
Torrent water gun.
dumb.
Jeez.
Mm,
Yeah.
Yeah, so much like we get to abuse Torrent and Blaze, so can the rival, and very unfortunate when that happens.
All right, I'm gonna go for the faster fight then. I have to hit 4 Mega Kicks now.
Oh, are you doing the Pidgeotto strat?
Yep.
Jeez. Okay, yeah, this is a very risky strat. It's very rewarding if he pulls it off. So let's see what happens. I hope you guys
real quick,
like
I
the
just taught Water Pulse.
Come
It is our main
on.
attacking move for a while.
Yeah, it's very strong with Squirtle. Stab Water Pulse.
Good.
Okay, got one kick. Oh,
Lower
double sand is
accuracy
really
too.
bad.
That's not good.
Yeah, he's gonna just take the opportunity here to switch out into his cutter again. He has switch. That was very interesting.
Yeah, they won't switch here because
Come on.
Pidgeotto is at pretty decent HP and it's not burned or anything.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
there's no reason for it to swap right now.
Good.
Okay, he hit the second kick. That's great. So he's through the Pidgeotto. Just 2 more kicks and we'll be right through this fight.
Do I punch first? Ooh.
Yeah, there's actually a lot that can go on here. It's very interesting.
Good.
Oh, good kick.
Okay. One more.
Just one more.
Got it.
Nice.
Nice.
Okay. Good.
Oh,
That's kind of the
God.
fight. He just has a Rattata, which doesn't really do all that much. And this Abra that literally
YOLO.
can't do anything.
This fight's also very scary for JP. He's going to try to go for bite plus
okay,
mega
he got
kick
put
here.
to sleep. If he kicks and hits, then the fight's over, but 75%, you know. Okay, 3
Okay.
HP. Is he going to
Yes,
go
that's
for
it.
it or is he going to heal? Okay, he hit
There
the
it
kick.
is.
Good.
oh, I didn't want that. Ooh.
Oh, yeah, you're trying to get a little bit more damage because he wants to be
Yeah.
lower into Blaze for later.
Yeah, Blaze saves about a minute on here.
It's always
Yeah.
possible to get quick attack later, but not likely.
Yeah, JP doesn't need Torrent as badly as Pulse does right now. Like, Torrent will help JP save some PP or, like, save menu inputs, really, for this section, and then they'll help more later on as we progress past Nugget Bridge. But Pulse
gonna
really
have to
wants
heal
Blaze right
anyway.
now.
All right, so how
Yeah.
much do we owe so far? I missed one.
Do we count the
gosh.
sand attack misses, or are we talking all kicks?
I'd say all kicks.
All kicks. I think you missed 3 total.
3
Yeah, I
total.
want to say
Okay.
around 3. I'll try to keep count.
Yeah, please keep him.
Yeah.
I know that JP hit his. He only had to hit 1 in that fight, I believe.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of what's nice about Squirtle is
Poison.
because of Water Pulse, you have this very powerful move, but Charmander doesn't get a very powerful stab move until a bit later. But when it gets a very powerful stab move, it is very powerful.
Yeah.
It gets Flamethrower at 34, so it's an incredibly powerful move.
So this is Nugget Bridge. It's a gauntlet of fights here. Basically, nothing happens here, so now is actually a really good time to read some donations.
Definitely.
Excellent. We have got quite a few of these in. Let's start off with this $1,000 donation from Schultzar,
Oh, Schultz.
Wow, thank you.
who says, "Swish dab. Good luck, Pulse and Xinnam."
Thank you very much
Thank you.
for that donation.
We've got $200 from Subico, who says, "We are so close to 1 million. Let's get it, chat." And that's no lie, folks. We are ridiculously close to hitting that $1 million. Roughly 955,000 now, which was
Wow.
20,000 more than when I started.
Wow.
So it's just keeping to go up. We've got $200 from Frank and Manda, who says, "I want to make Happy Feet dance for an hour. Go pump it up."
I hit a mega kick there, so this bridge is even more boring now.
Yeah, you'd have to do it the oddish.
Oh, yeah, that's another key point here is every Oddish is terrifying to JP. Every
Oddish
Oddish is a joke to
bulky.
Pulse.
Why is it so bulky?
Same with Bulbasaur.
What,
Like,
what do you
makes
mean?
no
I
sense.
one-shot it. That's
Yeah,
pretty
but,
easy.
JP Singler.
Yeah, Oddish can do
Poison,
what?
poison.
Sleep powder, poison powder, Sunspore,
Sunspore.
and Sweet Scent?
Really?
Yeah, that one. It almost always Sweet Sense, I believe, though. I don't know why.
I definitely YOLO for Sweet Scent most of the time. I don't know if it doesn't always work, but
If you believe hard enough, it has one move. It's Sweet Scent. Don't think
Yeah.
about the others.
Sweet Scent doesn't really do anything to you except for decrease your evasion, which doesn't really matter. But the other ones are pretty much always bad and always going to lose you time.
And we have probably like 2 more donations, and then we've got a very interesting fight coming up here pretty soon for Pulse.
Oh, yeah.
Right. We've got $50 from Jade44, who says, love watching you guys blaze through these battles. How much to rent your Pokemon?
These puns are not going to overgrow
I'll
on
allow
me.
it.
And
I'll allow it.
$30 from Silvermoon551, who says, what do you mean Pump It Up isn't met yet? Donating $28 for one of my favorites from Gen 1, Sandslash, plus 2 to help that additional run.
You got time for a few more.
Got $20 from Honey K, who says, LeafGreen is the first Pokemon game I ever played, so I had to donate during this awesome race. Shoutouts to the Moltres I accidentally KO'd as a kid and never got to catch. You taught me Gaming 101. You should always save so you can always reset.
Saving is important.
Yeah, definitely, especially in this kind of a run.
Especially for
Real quick
Pulse's
before
next
another
fight.
donation.
2 fights from now.
This guy gives you a nugget. If you die to this fight and then come back, he'll give you another nugget.
That's like
It's just
the
a
only glitch
nice
in this
fun
game that we
fact.
know of that's
Infinite
really like
money.
something. Otherwise, this is basically
Yeah.
glitchless.
Yeah. Okay, continue.
All right. We've got $50 from Filaments, who says, I've been watching these events forever and finally have the ability to donate. Had to toss my cash and hype in during the Pokemon runs. Donation goes to Birthday Boy's Choice.
Ooh, that's me.
I see actually a really good name if you want to put it towards Agumon for Charmander.
I kind of like that actually. How close
really
is that
good.
to catching up? I'd love to work toward a snipe on some name incentives. Agumon's my favorite Pokemon. Speaking of Agumon,
Agumon's
though,
great.
we have a very interesting fight for our fire friend here against this hiker. There's going to be... Is there going to be a save?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
he is going to
I'm
save.
not dealing with this.
What are you talking about? I just one-shot this guy.
You could have one-shot that with like half your moves, honestly, but Charmander not so lucky.
Yeah.
You kind of just YOLO this fight. It has 4 moves. One of them will one-shot you. And you just kind of go in, click Ember, and hope that he doesn't rock throw. And that's
This is
about the
also
only way to do this.
range.
And
Good.
bind,
Alright.
that's good.
Good,
And
good. Get the
damage
range, get the range. Whew, nice.
Ooh,
All
okay,
right.
good.
First try.
Oh,
Very scary fight. And then
God, I can't
Yeah.
breathe around Charmander.
now normally we would see Pulse YOLO this spinner, but
What do you
he's-
mean?
Oh my. It's over safe.
fake out.
Oh my
Fake
god.
out.
Oh, that was so scary. Okay. That's not normally how you do that menu, but yeah. That,
I half YOLO'd it.
okay, fair enough. I was too busy watching Pulse almost save in the line of sight of the Slowpoke trainer
That
to see
would've
what
been
you were
really
doing.
Yeah.
So what they're going on about is that trainer is a spinner. In order to safely pass it, you have to open the bag menu, but you have to open the bag menu twice in order to safely pass. Don't T-Trap and Spin is really bad in this gen. But you only did it once. That's really terrifying.
1 out of
Yes.
16 chance for that guy to turn in your direction. And if he fights me, in particular, he has a Slowpoke that can only be, 2 shots by 2 Mega Kicks.
Yeah, you have to double
And I need
kick
those
it.
Mega Kicks.
Yeah.
That could cost us up to like $25 too. I'm really
Yep.
happy you avoided that fight. That could have been an expensive one, honestly.
Yep.
And you're also seeing here, they both fought different trainers. JP fought Hiker Knob, while Pulse fought this trainer whose name I don't know the name of. And Pulse loves
Youngster or
Knob.
something.
Camper Flint.
No,
Camper Flint.
Yes. Hi, Oddish.
Yeah, now this is a
So
fight
we
that will look
fight
very scary.
we fight
for one
Knob in particular to get double 25.
Oh yeah, so you can get the torrent one shot. That was smart.
That's really good. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Slightly favorable.
This is a worse range though. This is 3 and 16.
Yeah, the first
Oh,
one's like
I got the
80%,
range.
I think.
You got the
Holy
range.
shit.
Wow, you got the range.
Dude, I can't believe it.
Are you using Ember, JP?
No comment.
This hidden power fire Squirtle? What's going on over here?
Yeah,
Charmander
normally,
needs on here.
if you didn't have Torrent, you would have to Mega Kick those, so avoiding that is more accurate and scary. Also, this is Bill. Bill is a cosplayer. He's got a very nice Clefairy cosplay, but he doesn't want to really talk to us in cosplay, so Bill's going to go change, and then he's going to give us a cruise ticket.
What a nice guy.
Yeah.
I know, it's great.
Fun fact about his
Do you know how hard it is to get a Jericho cruise ticket?
Fun fact about his text as well. It's actually one character faster for you to pick the boy here, because he calls you a lad instead of what does he call you? Lady?
Lass.
Lass.
Oh, interesting. The
Alright, so
girl
that's why
saves a lot of
JP
time
pulled
in
ahead
other
here, then.
places, though.
Also, there's a hidden ether there that I could get, but because I didn't have to use Mega Kicks, I'm skipping it because it's faster, but also much riskier,
Yeah, how many kicks do you still
especially
have?
against this guy. I have 3.
3. Okay, so he needs to kick this Drowsy and then Eradicate coming up.
No, the Eradicate's free.
Oh,
Yeah,
right.
he's in
He is,
Torrent.
Yeah,
I think it's you're still in
he's in
Torrent.
Blaze.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're in Torrent, you can Water Pulse the Eradicate, but this Drowsy doesn't go down to anything but a kick, so he does have to go for
It's
it.
also a 3 and 16 to Water Pulse.
Oh, I didn't know that.
But-
That's interesting.
Yeah, with 30-31 plus special attack.
Okay, yeah, so you need some crazy stats and Torrent and Water Pulse.
I'm doing a big baby save.
The
It's
kick
fine,
was
though.
hit, though.
I'm at very
JP's
low
just not gonna miss
HP.
here.
Yeah.
I don't trust this
May as
game.
well.
Yeah, I think Confusion
don't
actually
trust this
doesn't
game
one-shot you, surprisingly. I think it does like 8 to 9 here, doesn't it? Unless you're a pretty bad Rash.
Yeah, it'll do like about 8 to 9 to 10. Please hit.
We'll see. Could be
All right,
interesting.
no
Alright.
extra 5. Let's go.
We'll never find out.
Did we say how accurate Mega Kick and Mega Punch are? I don't remember if we did, but
Mega
Oh.
Punch is 85, Mega Kick is 75.
Yeah,
but
the reason
Mega
it's-
Kick does substantially more damage. That's why JP doesn't bother with Mega Punch, even though it's a more accurate move.
Exactly.
The route a long time ago used to get Mega Punch as well, and you could Mega Punch the Modishes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's 120 power, so it's even better than Stab, Water Pulse, but not in Torrent most of the time. Gonna go ahead and use this candy immediately. This is just setting up a good level for the rival fight coming up. Otherwise, the Ivysaur would be kind of a nightmare. And Surge is coming up too, so you want every level you can get. That's 1% to get an encounter.
Nice.
Very cool. Wait, did you need a... No, you already got your flyer. Never mind. I was about to say, if you got a 1%...
Yeah, I
buzz
have
your
all my
flyer-
catches.
Yeah, yeah.
I also don't trust this because this is a range for me in particular. So I'm saving for all of these things.
I'm also out of Torrent, so I actually can't Water Pulse this Eradicate, so I have to kick it.
Okay.
It's okay though.
You have the kicks to spare, so it works out.
Yeah.
Actually, I don't, but there's a backup.
Oh, yeah, you get the Max Ether as soon as you enter Vermilion.
Be nice, be
Yep.
nice, be
Yeah,
nice.
really
be nice,
convenient.
Be nice.
There's
be
all
nice.
kinds of really cool strategies that you can do based off like how many moves you have left and whatnot. So there's plenty of backups for this, which is kind of good.
Yeah, and unlike the newer Pokemon games, you don't really get free
Ooh,
heals
yeah,
all over the
okay.
place. So you really have to manage your PP in this game. And your
Unfortunately,
HP.
Pulse missed his kick, and the Eradicate went for Hyper Fang, which will KO. I think you only go down to Hyper Fang here, so it's only 1 in 4
Yeah.
to use it. So a bit unfortunate. Anyway, big shopping section here. They're gonna buy some super potions, some much needed super potions,
Yeah.
especially for Squirtle. Coming up on a hard fight, and then some paralyzed heals as well, which I think Charmander actually skips because Oddish dies.
Yep.
Oddish dies,
okay, we
and
got a
then
second
Surge
try.
dies.
What's an Oddish?
You may have noticed too, Pulse hasn't used any of his rare candies yet. He's going to pop them all very soon here,
Yeah.
and he'll explain where he pops them once he gets there. But it's still a nice little move that will save him a bit of time as well.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
a
I'm
lot
also gonna
headache from this
grab
Mega Kick,
the,
Mega Punch.
What is it, the SSN ticket? Or not the SSN ticket, the bike
Bike
voucher
voucher,
a
yeah.
little bit earlier than JP, and that's for a very, very interesting reason that you guys might find out here in a second.
So Rival 3 is horrible.
Every fight in this game is horrible, pretty much.
This is the
Not
hardest
even
fight in
wrong.
the game.
It's honestly a really hard fight. It's arguably harder than Surge.
I
Please
can
crit.
believe that.
That would be real nice.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, just barely not in Torrent. It's really unfortunate. He did get
Yeah.
sand. Yeah, opting to switch out's a pretty smart play here. So he'll switch out into his Rattata. Rattata will get KO'd, but now his accuracy's back to normal.
Yep. And now
Goodbye,
I can
Edward.
not worry about hitting
We'll see
a
you
less
in a little
accurate
bit.
Mega Kick.
Yeah, he's gonna have to hit a bite and a Mega Kick on the Ivysaur coming up, and you know you don't want to deal with a Mega Kick and minus accuracy.
Yeah, and kind of going back to what we were saying earlier too, the reason why he does bite Mega Kick instead of like bite 3 times is specifically because of the starter ability. Vine Whip in Overgrow, which is the grass type of Torrent, is very, very scary.
Wow, JP's
So I
kicks
actually
are just
neglected to
landing.
use the
beautifully.
Maxi Thread I picked up because I'm smart.
Oh yeah, so he doesn't have a kick for this Raticate, so he's gonna just have to Water Pulse it and take the 2-shot. Okay, let's see what he
Not the
opts
end
to
of the
do
world.
here.
That's
Yeah,
'cause he
plays
hit
it
his
safe
kick,
and just
so-
heals.
I was hoping for a quick attack.
Yeah.
Pulse, why are you in this room that JP didn't go into?
Well, there's this weird item I really want to pick up. So really quickly, I gotta deal with this thing first, though.
He just wanted to take a break, that's all.
Yeah, just a little bit.
So he's going for Scratch here. It might seem a bit weird. Let's see if it happens. No.
Oh,
Unlucky. He was
Not
trying to
today.
get poisoned. Again, poison point's a very good way to get into Blaze, but not necessarily Blaze he wanted here. But
Yeah, he doesn't necessarily have to fight that trainer in order to get that item, but that fight gives him the chance for poison, so he goes for it.
wait, you can skip that fight?
You can just spinner past the
yeah, the
one on the
spinner.
right.
Oh.
She's a spinner on the right.
Didn't even realize. A little bit
But he
of
gets
XP is
Brick
nice
Break.
though. Yeah, Brick Break's a great move because now he doesn't have to Mega Kick any of the Raticates. He can just click Brick Break.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And it's good for like pretty much the whole game. He'll keep it for a long time.
So I'm gonna get a free heal here. This is actually my favorite movement in the game. If you hold right as you take this heal, and then as the heal's going, you hold up and V, you'll just immediately start that.
Ooh, that's pretty cool.
Like, no fancy bonks needed. So goodbye to the boat, and then we are going to do the worst puzzle in all of
Ooh, that's
Pokemon
good.
speedruns.
Should probably mention a lot of the time they're bonking before they start moving. That's on purpose. It takes your character, I believe it's like 16
Nice.
frames or something.
Nice.
Oh, good, through the Wartortle right away.
That was basically
Very
an
good.
ideal start to that fight for
Yeah,
not
definitely.
for his HP and everything. Not worked out.
Mhm.
That's really good. That was perfect.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, they bonk sometimes because it's faster to take a bonk and lose, I think it's 4 frames compared to watching your character do the turn animation losing like 8 frames. So you net save frames if you bonk and then move. Anyway, saving for cans, here we go.
Yeah. So we hunt for the
Nice.
first can. Oh, he's looking that way. Never mind. Not going that way. We hunt for the first can, and then we can actually save. And once we save after the first can, it locks that one in, so we can just get the second one really fast.
Really
These are all
nice here.
spinners, so I have to dodge them all. I'm actually going to fight this guy first.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense because then your save will be a lot easier to reset if Surge does decide to bully you.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tucker just has a Pikachu, and it generally dies to this water pulse.
Yeah, it's very favorable. Has quick attack, which can be a bit annoying, but not
Yeah,
too
quick
much
attack can either
damage.
be good or bad depending on how the Voltorb decides to treat JP here.
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, because I have low speed, the Voltorb will outspeed me.
Also, the second can is always going to be adjacent to the first can, either north, south, east, west. So that's why he's checking this can specifically.
Yeah, it's nice getting an edge can because there's one less that the second one can be in. So he has the 33% chance instead of a 25. Unfortunately, not getting it first try. Something interesting for Pulse is he hasn't fought Misty yet, so he does not have the ability to even go to Surge. So he's gonna have to just come back later.
Yeah, that actually ends up being faster just because I have to delay Misty in order to actually properly fight her.
Yeah, maybe someday, but
I'll
not
go ahead and let
currently.
JP explain Surge, though.
Yeah, here we go.
Yes.
Yeah.
The first two Pokemon aren't really a big deal. I mean, Voltorb will outspeed you, but he's got Screech and a couple other moves. Generally not a problem. Sonic Boom's fine. 98 is fine. The problem is Raichu. Raichu knows double team, and while Raichu is at full health, Raichu will typically spam double team. Sometimes it will use Thunder Wave, but generally it's double team. So the idea behind the fight is you use Water Pulse to knock it down, and because it's taking damage, it's more likely to use Shockwave. So it'll Shockwave us into Torrent, and we can do the second hit with Water Pulse and knock it out, and we missed the first Water Pulse, so this is going spectacular.
And another double team. After 2 double teams, you're literally 50-50 to hit, so it can get pretty annoying here. But if he hits 2 Water Pulses...
Well, we're going to be here a while.
Oh, come on.
Yeah. This is really unfortunate,
You can do this 6
too.
times and then just start ruining our day.
There's always the dream where you just critical the Torrent water gun at the end of this.
I don't think I've seen this before,
Okay.
like 5 in a row like this.
Okay, so as long as he hits this pulse, he's through. Come on. That's unfortunate. So he can
never
super
that
potion
easy.
here because Raichu's going to quick attack. Because quick attack can kill, and it'll always quick attack if it can kill. And now he's in that
back
same
at Shockwave
situation.
HP.
So he kind of just is in a loop here until he hits the Water Pulse in Torrent.
Got one announcement I'd like to make.
Go for it.
We are currently at $962,000 toward that $1 million goal we've got here. And it is just it is not slowing down anytime soon.
Wow.
Not only that, but we've only got about 8,000 left for that pump it up incentive. So it's just flying off the shelves right now.
Yeah, keep those donations coming in, guys. We're almost there.
It's
So
awesome.
I just reset. That was not worth going through and losing all my super potions to that. So just reset, and we'll just try again.
Yeah,
But
Hopefully
great example of how
not
Surge can
miss our
spiral
first
out of
water
control.
pulse.
Surge is just such a bad fight for Squirtle. This is like one of the reasons why Charmander's so nice, is because you kind of deal with the bad little bit at the beginning, but then once you're through the beginning, you get Flamethrower and can just tear through a lot of the gyms. But Squirtle kind of has to deal with this now.
Speaking of Misty, though, you may have noticed that I passed her pretty fast, and that's exactly why we delay her, because if we went inside of that as soon as possible, she actually one-shots us completely. Like I said, there is a route being developed, though, for early Misty, but I'll probably kind of discard that because we're still working on it right now.
Yeah. So I missed the range on the Voltorb. It's 13 and 16 for damage rolls to kill. While I'm trying to deal with this Raichu.
Ooh, that was a good range on that first pulse.
That was
a terrible
range. This could still
shockwave,
kill, though.
This is an interesting
have a plan.
situation.
Yeah.
Ooh, I like this idea. That's really smart. Yeah, so he used the regular potion there so that Shockwave would put him into quick attack range. So now he can super potion so that after this quick attack plus Shockwave, he's back into Torrent and then can one-shot the Raichu. Hopefully everything goes exactly as I said. And it does. Nice. Beautiful. Very good play there by JP, recognizing that range.
JP? So I might need a little silence for
I got
running the
Screech.
bike.
So that's the Screech is the only reason that I could do that. Also, please watch Pulse.
Oh, this run the bike is interesting. Oh.
A very safe one, really good.
Very safe on the bike, yeah.
Yeah, that's the clean backup. You have one tile to do that run to bike.
Yeah, with Charmander, it's a lot scarier to mess that up because that guy's an Onyx, and we saw that earlier. So
yeah,
much. JP will probably do the riskier strategy, well, potentially, but no reason.
I'm still
win for it.
going
I just
for
messed
the
up.
thing.
Fair enough.
It's actually not that risky. It's guaranteed if you get the tile, but if you miss the tile, then he looks up, and you just got to be aware.
Yeah, that's very
true. It's much
true.
worse though for Charmander because he has an Onyx.
Yeah, we should mention you can't run past spinners in this game, so that's what I mean by run the bike. You run to force the spinner to look at you, and then you get on the bike to go past them in the amount of time it takes before they can spin again, because they can only spin every so often.
Yep.
So for me, I actually have to go inside of this Pokemon Center because I did not actually manage to land the Death Orb, which would have actually taken me all the way back into Cerulean Center, which is exactly why I wanted to be poisoned. It saves about, I think, 45 seconds, give or take, and you don't even have to walk back, like I said.
Is that 45 seconds including all the extra text and damage?
Yeah,
Wow, that's a lot of time. Jeez.
it's a lot of travel time. I'm also gonna grab this super potion for a little bit of safety because this first trainer is disgusting for Charmander.
Bone Club Cubone plus a Slowpoke that you have to kick that has confusion and that can confuse you. There's a lot here.
Also,
And then-
we're not using Flash at all.
Yeah.
How do you
Very
know how to get through
talented.
the cave, though? I don't get it.
You gave me this map, didn't you?
I saw Pulse. He had some Sharpie on the back of his hand with a map. It looked pretty nice
Yeah,
before the
that makes
stream.
sense.
Right on top
Hopefully
of
he
these
follows
gloves.
that well enough. yeah.
Wait, I can't see the map.
Anyway, both these fights are interesting. Here comes more kicks
Ooh.
for JP. Very
One.
exciting.
We haven't missed the kicks since Pulse's rival
Nice.
fight.
I got both
Wow,
of them on
have
the
we not?
Slowpoke.
Jeez.
So yeah, for Rock Tunnel in particular, so JP has problems with grass types. I have problems with both rock types and water types, so I'm in a little bit more of a disadvantage compared to him.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of what I have to go for, I have to land 2 Mega Kicks on both of these Slowpokes, and then I have a chance to die on 2 different fights just because he can go for Magnitude. It's awful.
That's a fun move. Sometimes it's Mud Slap, sometimes it's 1.5
Another
Earthquakes.
$5.
Ooh.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
and
awful.
Growl. That's really unfortunate.
Oh, come on.
Please crit. Criticals ignore
Fine.
negative stat stuff, so if you get growled 3 times and crit, it's like you weren't hit by the growl.
Oh my
JP
god.
pulled off the run to
bully.
bike really nice.
Goes for
Okay.
another kick.
Oh, it didn't
Not
kill.
quite.
Oh,
I think Ember kills from here, so we'll go for that.
yeah. Still scary though.
Yeah, very sketchy fight there, but got
Yeah.
through it.
War Turtle can't one-shot the Slowpokes either, but they can't really hurt War Turtle, so not
Yeah.
nearly as scary.
And he can
Must have
flinch.
grabbed
It's
Just
possible to
survive.
one-shot the Slowpokes, but it's very rare.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think
Like-
it's 1 in 16 for the second
Not
one.
yeah, it is. Not my current PB, but my previous PB actually got both of those Slowpokes.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah. By the way, I gold split that.
Oh,
Nice.
In that PB, I should say.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I thought you
gotcha.
were talking
Not
about
here, not here, not here, not here. No. Also, there's a hidden rare candy.
Yeah, very nice. They pretty much grab all the candies as they
writing it
go.
down.
Makes a lot of sense. Yeah, pay attention to this fight and how well it goes for Pulse, and then pay attention when
Whoa!
JP gets here.
It went down.
This is a notoriously bad fight for
Dude,
Squirtle.
JP, watch this. Hold on. Watch this. Watch this. Oh. Oh, it went down. Wow.
Wow, both
I
one
can't
shots,
believe
very
it.
cool.
Was that a Mega Kick?
Whoa.
I hope you get Magnitude, like, now. just
We are
just
now-
for being like that.
Meanwhile, I'm just gonna eat some Slowpoke tail, you know?
Mm-hmm.
We are
Yeah.
now only $35,000 from the $1 million, guys.
Oh, wow.
Wow. That's insane.
Come on, keep it up. By the way, did I get a update on the Squirtle name?
Oh, yeah, that's gonna be coming up pretty soon,
Little
actually.
man.
It'll be coming up after Rock Tunnel, so we got another like 6 minutes or so.
Yeah, about that.
Do you want to extend it a little bit? Oh, okay. Do you want to extend it a little
we
bit?
could.
And do it after the entire tower? That would actually save us time.
Yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, I think we'll do that after Pokemon Tower.
I can tell you what it looks like right now.
Please.
Right now in the lead for Squirtle, we've got Gods coming in at 2,900, and Charmander in second place at 2,100.
Not
That's
bad.
close.
For Charmander, we've got Agumon now in first place with
Hey!
a 3,700, and Guard Lapesh second with 3,355. So get your snipes in if you want to do that, and help us hit that $1 million donation goal. We've also got the Pump It Up incentive, which is just over 6,000 away from making now.
Come on, I know you guys can make that Pump It Up incentive.
Absolutely.
Yeah, definitely. You have
It's
the rest
crazy.
of this
You guys
run
have to
and
see
the
that
next
if you
run,
haven't seen it
so.
before.
Plenty of time. Plenty of time. Also, this is Martha. Martha is evil.
All right,
And there's another miss.
Oh, another 5?
Uh-oh. Another 5.
So yeah, it's going badly already.
Yeah, remember
So good
the
news,
Ember
Oddish
Ember?
only knows powders and sweet scent, so missing a isn't terrible here. but it is terrible on the Bulbasaur.
Was that a range for you on your attack, or was that guaranteed?
It's a range.
Okay.
High range, but it's a range.
Yeah, that's the other unfortunate thing about this fight. Not only does Mega Kick like have accuracy problems, it also can survive. So luckily he got the kick and the KO on the second one.
Yeah, Bulbasaur here knows Razor Leaf and Vine Whip, and both will do a lot of damage.
Definitely, yeah.
I want to shout out TailsFox88 here for putting in. There was a $1,000 donation, then there was like a $2,500 donation.
Ooh.
There was a $750 a while back. He's just, or Tails Fox is just throwing out money like crazy. So, thanks for that.
Let's go.
That is awesome.
That's amazing. You guys are absolutely destroying it. So I actually love to know something from chat. Are you guys team Charmander or team Squirtle? Let us know in the chat. Squirtle Squad. Oh.
The Charmander crew or something.
Yeah.
Anyway, here comes more magnitude. It'll be on the Graveler at the end of this fight.
So if he gets magnitude 10, there's literally nothing I can do about it besides revive. And it's just a small chance. I think it's like 5% to actually get
Yeah, it's 5%.
magnitude 10.
It's like an even distribution for magnitude. It's 5% for 4 and 10. I think it's 10% for 5 or 9, and then it just like gets higher percent toward the middle. So
I'm
we'll see
seeing
what
just a
happens.
disproportionate number of Bulbasaur here.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Wow. So,
Yeah, wait, who's Bulbasaur?
look, chat.
I
Look,
don't know
chat.
who that is.
I gotta be real with you all. Bulbasaur's a good competitive Pokemon. It can do a lot of like crazy TM stuff, especially right now. But as a speedrun Pokemon, it's absolutely terrible.
Pokemon did the right thing. They banned Bulbasaur from BGC.
All right, another run to bike manip or run into walk for this one. Coming up.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
this
the
is interesting
scientist
because,
is
like, the
very
music
scary for
transitions-
Charmander.
Make it weird.
Oh, are you actually going for this? Oh my god.
Nice.
I can't believe you go for that in the marathon. That guy's 3 Slowpokes, and you saw how fun that was when there was just one of them on the fights earlier. The guy is a whopping 3.
So under normal circumstances there, you would normally go for a run into bike manipulation.
Nice.
But there's something really interesting about ladders in this game. So it actually causes lag between ladders if you get on the bike and cause the music to play because it's trying to load the other piece of music. It's really, really weird. So
Yeah.
it ends up being a little bit faster to do a run into walk into run, just straight to the ladder and then get on your bike afterwards.
Yeah, it's super unique how this game has just so many different ways to pass spinners optimally and how they're all used all over the place. It's really cool. And you'll see
Yeah,
a lot
for
of
sure.
interesting ones later as well.
You know how I said 35,000 a minute ago?
Uh-oh.
We're now at 30,000
Wow.
towards $1 million. It's actually 969,969, which is just a
Nice.
very glorious, like symmetrical number, and I love it.
Just a few more kicks away, guys. You can do it.
Well, for me,
Oh
I
man,
actually
I hope I
even
don't
have
get
to land
magnituded
anymore.
here.
And while I was
what's
saying that,
magnitude?
another 1,500 came in.
Wow.
Ridiculous.
Wow. All right.
Good
How about
job.
this? I don't know if you, the setup can actually can the setup see my Eevee?
Yeah,
Hello?
it can.
Yeah.
We see it.
All right. For every $100, I'll pet the Eevee.
Ooh.
A lot of pads. Oh my
Mhm.
gosh.
Excuse me, I have an Eevee as well.
Oh, double
Oh.
pets.
2 for
Do
1?
you want to raise that to 150 then?
I can do whatever.
All right.
We're good. We're good.
150 for 2 pets. It's time. So coming up here though,
By
another.
the way, shout out to my friend Liz for generously giving me a plushie audience back here.
Aw.
So
Liz and
another
Viv, shout outs to you.
small thing though for me
All right.
is I get off the bike to save a literal millisecond as we're going up steps. Just a millisecond, nothing crazy.
Wait, Pulse, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Where are you going?
We're supposed to do this in order, right?
What? No, what?
You didn't do it in order.
Why not? I'm just gonna mega kick him. It's fine. This is fine.
No.
Is
I have to
Ember
buy things
strong
here.
enough? That was the question. You're gonna
I
do
think we
Erica
got
too,
this.
right, JP?
Yeah,
Using
I heard
early
the
Erica.
I'm sorry, what was the
Erica's-
question? I was buying items.
Oh, I said you're gonna do Erica next, right? As well.
Sure, quotation marks. Okay, so yeah, we'll delay the name until we get to Rival 4, which will be after this next bit for me.
Coming up though is probably another good time for donations though.
Yeah.
All right, we've got a bunch of them. We had a $2,000 anonymous donation that I just wanted to shout out due to its ridiculous magnitude. We got 1,500 from Eigenvector. Shout out to all the runners and the whole GDQ team for putting on a great virtual event this year. 1,000 from Nats Fan, which is Charmander Digivolve to Agumon.
Yeah.
Oh, let's see. We've got $200 from Johnny V213 says, had to donate during this great Pokemon race. I know that poetry has kind of been a thing at this GDQ, so how about a sonnet? With 2020 weighing on our hearts, we could not safely gather in one place. Yet with these runners continents apart, you're all still bringing grins to my face. Through Bowser's Castle, Hyrule, and beyond, against Dracula and Eggman and far more, I wake up every day more fond of, geez, that's never gone that way before. A decade now you've carried on this fight for doctors saving lives and easing fear. Through orbs and honks and people shouting, "Hoot!" It's games done quick, the best weeks of the year. And in the end, we all want faster games. So therefore, kill the critters, save the frames.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. I'm crying.
Beautiful.
I'm crying.
So I'm here in the game corner. It's very different from Gen 1.
Wait, aren't you going to
Shen,
Erica?
can you explain?
Earlier?
We'll talk about that later. We'll discuss this later, Pulse.
It's a new route. What are you doing?
You have
Just
flamethrower, right,
bring
JP? What are you
3
doing?
Mega Kicks in a row. It sounds perfect.
By the way, don't hit this spinner. He has 5 Pokemon.
Yeah, it's awful. But yeah, in Gen 1, if you've seen speedruns of that game, you actually just skip this place entirely in most of the categories. That's because there's an exploit you can use with the freshwater, or not the freshwater, the Pokédoll, where you can use the Pokédoll in the Ghost Marowak, and you skip having to go and get the Sylph Scope. In this game, that's no longer the case. There's a key item, the Sylph Scope down here, you have to get it, and Pokédolls no longer end the Marowak battle. So, gotta go a bit out of your way for it.
I have an extremely important donation. $150 from Pet the Eevees, who says, "Oh yeah."
It's time.
Aww.
There we go.
Aww.
An additional $50 from Reverend Gumby, who says, "Pet that Eevee."
I'll boop.
Oh, little boop.
One boop.
You only get booped for 50, man. It's time.
Something else to kind of point out here, JP went a bit out of his way for a rare candy. That was hit level 35 here. There's a scary fight coming up, and he's just barely going to get Blastoise before it. So it actually, a lot of his experience routing was to make sure he got level 34 before entering the underground, and then 35 from the rare candy here. So,
Yeah.
kind of cool.
Don't worry about that dancing.
Pretty good.
You also picked up the black glasses, which is a cool held item. It boosts Dark Move's power by 10%. So his bites will do
Remember how I
66
said that
damage.
Bite was secretly the best move in the game? That's why.
Yeah. It
Bite
actually
is super
makes
good,
a
and it's a
difference.
special move too in this gen. So the high special from both starters makes a dark move pretty decent.
Yeah. It's kind of unfortunate with Charmander. You kind of rely on Brick Break and Wing Attack as your kind of coverage move, and
Yeah.
both of those moves are physical in this generation, so Charmander kind of loses out on that.
We've got a mere $3,300 left on that pump it up incentive.
So
Coming
close.
right up.
Oh.
And we are inching very close to $975,000 total
Wow.
for the $25,000 difference there. Whew.
It's only 12 more Eevee pets to get the Pump It Up run, so
Yeah.
pretty close.
I love that measurement now. EV pets. In my
It's perfect.
for the budget plans.
All right, so we're coming up on a part where Charmander and Squirtle kind of converge a little bit. I'll be a little bit more behind JP because I still have to do a couple of other things here and there. But for the most part, with Flamethrower being a 95 base move, it has so much ridiculous power with Stab, and it just absolutely destroys everything. JP
Yeah.
won't be getting that sort of power until he reaches the Safari Zone.
And on
Yeah,
top
there's
of
a very
that,
special move that I get there.
yeah, on top of that, Charmeleon is also about to become a Charizard a little bit earlier, which is helpful. So once again, we'll see him grab the rare candy here. I think with Charmander, you grab on the way up, actually. You don't need it quite yet.
By the way, I don't think we've actually mentioned it, but there's a lot of things with Intimidate in this game.
Oh, yeah, sure.
It wastes so much time.
Yeah.
And it's so useless because we basically don't use attacking moves,
Yeah.
attack staff moves, except for Mega Kick.
Yeah.
Also, here's Blastoise.
Yeah, and JP's actually at a really nice HP for this upcoming section as well. He can stay in
true.
Torrent for quite a while, as long as everything plays nice.
Oh
100
yeah, we never explained same type attack bonus.
Oh, yeah.
We did.
Shen-
Yeah, it
Shen
was a
covered it
briefly
earlier, yeah.
explained.
Briefly explained. Yeah, moves are 1.5 times stronger if they're your type. So Flamethrower, which is normally 95, comes out to, I think it's like 137.5, so it's just significantly stronger. And that does stack with Blaze and Torrent as well. So Blaze Flamethrower just does insane damage, even if it's resisted. I think you actually like Fire Blast water types for most of the end game.
Yep.
All right, so this is Giovanni 1. Giovanni has an Onyx, a Rhyhorn, and a Kangaskhan. My only problem is Kangaskhan. I know Pulse has some issues
What problem?
with the other two. But for me, it's pretty simple, and then we get to Kangaskhan. Kangaskhan knows Mega Punch, and for some reason, Mega Punch is way more accurate with Kangaskhan than it is for Pulse.
You're not wrong. You're not even wrong.
And Pulse, and it will deal a lot of damage. So let's not take a ton of damage.
It's possible to two-shot the Kangaskhan if you're in Torrent. That's actually really interesting. I don't know what this range is on your defense.
Don't Mega Punch. Oh,
That's also
okay.
interesting.
hey, okay,
Wow, okay.
we're fine.
That works.
What was the range on Mega Punch there on you? Because that does about 38, I think.
That is 34 to 39 with a 40 max roll.
Okay, so he was
Pretty scary.
favorable to survive Mega Punch, but was slightly risky. So sometimes that's worth it, going for
All right.
situations
So
like that.
we're gonna sit on the couch and get the self scope and then escape rope out.
I'm surprised you sat
So
on
you're
the
gonna
couch
need
like that.
the name round or pretty soon here, then, right?
They're doing that after the tower.
Yeah, after I
After
get
tower,
fly
right,
is when I'll
gotcha.
need to cut off
Yeah.
for Squirtle.
Oh, you're doing it before the tower. Okay, I thought you were doing it after the flute.
No, I can do it. I don't want to do it for the tower. I'm impatient.
Okay, so coming up on the
I'll
name
wait
after
till
the shopping then.
after.
Okay, so we'll cut off Squirtle early. I'll tell you when.
couple of very important donations real quick.
Oh.
Yarrow-chan with $150 who says, pet that Eevee.
Oh boy.
Ooh.
And $150 from Valthus82 who says, let's get that double Eevee pet.
Oh.
Ooh.
Gotta give JP a minute. He's shopping. It's very technical section here. There he goes. For the elevator cutscene.
Oh, that was like a hug. Wow.
Oh.
I'll
So
do it.
lovely.
I'll do it up.
Got your
I'll do
money's
it up
worth
front
there.
one.
Jeez, wow.
Yeah, there. I just big stroke for y'all.
I gotta do it for the fans. Gotta give the people what they want.
Oh, I agree.
Charizard.
Yay.
Yeah, so you actually do different shopping based off of some situations. So I think you had enough Mega Kicks to do the Mega Kick strat here.
Yes.
Okay, so he's gonna have a different strategy for the rival fight coming up. That's actually really nice.
It's an amazing strat.
Yeah. It
Please be
relies on
nice.
Mega Kick.
Hey, good.
She can walk
And
around.
it's not
and
like a
troll you.
terrible use of Mega Kick either. It's actually like nice and good.
You X accuracy, and then Mega Kick always hits. What a
Always?
great idea.
Almost always.
Oh, it's like 99.6,
Yep.
isn't it, or something like
Yeah.
that?
Whoops.
That's
Nice
TGTV.
So by the way,
Okay, I got completely
Oh my
messed up there.
goodness.
Hold on.
ooh, okay, that's fine. Oh,
There you go.
I have 3 ranges I have to hit because I'm not in Blaze right now. That first one was about a 30%. This next one is a 93%. So 1 out of 16 damage roll. So I have to literally not hit a minimum roll.
Could always burn.
That guy has Rock Blast. It's not fun.
Yeah.
Oh god. And then the final one, unfortunately, this Kangaskhan does not die in one
We have
shot.
the Squirtle nickname.
Ooh.
All right, the Squirtle nickname is, unsurprisingly, Fahogwa Gods.
Yes. Correct.
I know you really wanted that, JP.
Dude, it was gonna be amazing.
Yo, couch time. Huh.
All right. Let's see. All right.
So while he's doing the name stuff, you may have noticed that I grabbed a certain drink. I'm gonna go ahead and feed it to the guards, and let's go through Saffron a little bit early, just because it ends up being faster to do this. Since I actually can't use Fly at all, I have to bike my way over to Surge, and it's a pretty short distance.
Yeah, it's unfortunate
Easy.
that HMs are locked behind these gym leaders. So.
Ooh.
Ooh, that was really good movement. Oh,
Oh my-
I'm sorry about that.
You
That was
jinxed
fun.
me.
That route's really hard, and then right at the end, just had to walk up to the tree, Pulse,
Why
and you
did
had to
have
do
say
it like that.
something, man?
Why do you have to mess it up? You could have just had perfect movement. We look great. But yeah, he needs to do this gym to be able to use Fly. It's kind of unfortunate he has to go out of his way for it, but better than dealing with this early for sure.
Yeah.
All right. So this fight, Rival 4, we set up a guard spec, an X accuracy, and an X attack. Because the guard spec is for those sand attacks, because this Pidgeotto loves to use them.
I got some nasty cans.
Ooh, that's really
And
good
then
HP.
we water pulse this Pidgeotto, and then we're gonna have ourselves a Mega Kick party.
Yeah, unfortunately, JP's in a pretty comfortable torrent HP right now, so he doesn't have to worry about stalling or do anything weird with the Marowak later.
Yeah, definitely. Comfortably stay in this torrent even with a couple levels as well.
Fun fact though, this X accuracy and Mega Kick is not 100%. It is 99.8%.
I literally never knew that.
There is a chance that you can miss a Mega Kick here. I have missed it twice.
Wow.
Really?
That's
Are you
crazy.
serious?
That's less likely
ridiculous.
than a Gen 1 miss. Gen
I've
1
only
is
missed it once.
99.6. Actually,
It is
crazy, dude.
extremely unlikely.
Nice. Ooh.
So we can't say that's never happened before if it does happen, because it has. Barely.
I need to
Wow,
make
what
a
were
Mega
those
Kick Hall of
cans?
Fame for the 1%.
Yeah.
So, by the way, this is apparently the hardest fight in the game, right?
I mean, JP died
yes,
to it.
it's
so.
definitely the hardest fight in the game. You bet you're gonna have a ton of trouble with it.
Dude,
Yeah, it's electric
flying
type, and you're a
type, dude.
flying
It's so
type
scary.
Pokemon.
Dude, okay, I got one. That's a little rough. I can see how you had a little bit of trouble.
I hate
This
that
next
movement. You
one
have to
might
go
be
down
a
one
problem.
tile.
It's a Pikachu. Okay, that was pretty quick. Okay. Raichu is the hard one, right?
Yeah, and you're not in Blaze, so I don't know if it's
Yeah.
gonna go well, but
Oh,
I was
yeah.
doing a lot
nice.
so
Got the
hard.
range.
You clicked Ember
Not
there.
I'm so jealous.
We are now $20,000 away
Let's
from
go.
the $1 million mark.
By the way,
20,000.
$200, and I will pronounce the full name of Fahuka Gods.
Oh, that's impressive.
we pet the EV simultaneously.
Yes.
Yes. While pronouncing it.
Yeah, that's a $1,000
Not
anonymous
gonna lie,
donation we just got.
I actually did
Oh.
practice this just in case it won, and I'm very glad it won. So, I'll do my best.
So you may have noticed that I lined up repel with a certain point, which is basically right where the NPC is standing on the right. That's for a very, very specific reason. You guys will see exactly how the repel timing kind of lines up a little bit, and it ends up being very beneficial. Also, this fight is really, really free. Like, we don't even have to set up on this compared to Squirtle. Charizard just go Ver, basically.
We'll be saying this is free a lot with Charizard. By the way, Pulse, I just want to roast you for that repel strat because you don't mention which of the two pads to use the repel in front of, and I hit that spinner in my Charmander run, and you just didn't specify. It says use the repel in front of the receptionist. I'm on the right side, and apparently it's on the left side. I just go right into the spinner.
Walking forward.
Full trust that it was gonna stop me. I was not happy.
All right.
Happy
I've got
birthday.
a very important chunk of donations here because I want to keep this going.
This is a great time for donations, by the way.
absolutely.
So go ahead.
We've got $137 from Freckles, who says, "Are Dex donations still a thing? Because here's for my favorite Digimon, Porygon." We got $244 from Anonymous, who says, "Are we still doing Pokemon number donations? If so, here's $244 for my boy Entei, the best doggo. Let's get that Pump It Up incentive," which I think is maybe $100 away from meeting.
That's 2/3 of a pet.
Ooh.
$300 away from meeting.
Ooh, 2 pets.
Oh god! Oh no!
the repel. Oh, it's gone.
I ruined it.
Pets have ruined him.
I'm helping you. I'm on Team JP right now.
No! No! Where am I going?
That's only a few tiles early, not a big deal.
Are
really
you
early.
okay?
Oh my god.
Oh, she didn't move. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine.
That's payback for your notes, Pulse.
By the
That's
way,
your
just
birthday present.
real,
It's fine.
just real quick, you'll notice that I'm just walking up instead of going and talking to each of these rockets that I'm stomping right now. That's because it's actually task faster to just walk up and let them see you. The task of this speedrun does do this. It's actually kind of crazy.
I trust MK Dasher with everything, so definitely
Yeah.
Master.
All right, real quick, $260 from Pimecone, who says, "Can we get some favorite Pokemon donations for Swampert, for the million, for dancing, for millions of dancing Swamperts?"
I like that.
I really like this one though too. Claire218 says, "Would Pulse bop the Wobbuffet for $25, or is he afraid of it predicting with a counter?"
Ooh.
That's my favorite Pokemon. There we go. Any Wobbuffet fans in the chat?
I like Wobbuffet.
He's amazing.
It's a cutie.
I don't think Nuzlockers like him very much though.
Oh, definitely not.
Or
There's
round two
another
runners.
$100 here that just says "Pet that Wobbuffet."
Gotta pet the
There you
tail,
go.
don't ya?
Oh, where are you going? Stop it! I keep going in the wrong direction.
And I can officially announce that the Pump It Up incentive has been met. We'll be seeing some crazy arrows and crazy feats here in a little bit.
That is awesome.
Awesome.
Well done to the chat.
Keep it up,
Ooh.
guys. We're closing on that million too, so.
Oh yeah, so fun fact about that Marowak there. It has perfect IVs across the board. I don't know why, but they programmed it to have all 31 IVs, which is just perfect stats. It's kind of ridiculous. Makes that a range with Flamethrower as well as Water Pulse.
They're making up for us skipping it in Gen 1.
Yep. Oh yeah,
Hard
by the
move
way,
this
Pokédoll
time.
doesn't work on this game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Pulse, are you thirsty?
No. I got I got some
Really?
coffee
I mean,
over here.
I'm getting a nice drink here.
What are you? What? What are you getting?
I'm getting
Like
this
water?
this
Co-
fine
coffee?
this fine
Coffee, right?
no
I see you getting
Pulse.
bonked over there. Yeah.
I am afraid that this is I'm
What?
afraid, I'm sorry to announce that this is tea.
Dude, look at that Snorlax. That's beautiful. You're gonna give him that?
Ever played a flute so badly you woke up Pokemon?
So in the words of Billy Mays, I have something for you. But wait, there's more.
Ooh.
So we are a mere 19,000 or 18,500 away from the $1 million. And one way to help us get there real quick, there's a new incentive added for the Pump It Up run, where it's another $50,000 total. I know that seems high, but we could definitely make it. And it says that if we meet this, Happy Feets will attempt one of the 2 difficulty 28 charts in the entire game. It's called Paradox. And he is one of the few players in the world to have recorded a clear of this chart. So this is going to be some extreme levels of skill on display if we can get that $50,000 met.
Good stuff.
So I hit a spinner. I'm very sad.
Oh, did you?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
first
I
one.
hit
good.
the top spinner.
It's one of the hardest spinner passes in the game if you want to do it as
Yeah.
optimally as possible.
You have like
yeah,
4
unfortunate.
frames you need to let pass on the first one, and I think 1 on the second
So
one.
one frame for the first one, 4 frames for the second one. I screwed up the first one, unfortunately,
Okay.
so I didn't get the free pass.
By the way, Charmander name's gonna be coming up after this fight, so
Yeah, we'll need to
here pretty
close
soon.
that.
Quick shout out to Sparkle Lantern, who spends
Sorry, what were
all
we
of
closing?
his days.
The
Charmander.
Charmander nickname.
Charmander nickname is officially going to be Agumon
Yes.
with a
All
very
right.
close time, or very close total, 48.78 for that, and it was 46.95 for the second place Guard Lepesh. So thank you all so much for raising that money for Doctors Without Borders. That's what really matters here.
Oh, for sure. Looking like Greymon right now. This Charmander is
Right?
beastly.
Wait, wrong lady.
Wow.
Listen, I've never been here before.
I did hear a shout out to Sparkle Lantern though, and I would like to
Yeah.
echo that. Shout out to Sparkle.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a second category for FireRed LeafGreen called Round 2, Elite Four Round 2, where you catch 60 Pokemon and beat the Elite Four twice because they have upgraded Pokemon. And you have to catch a lot of Pokemon in the Safari Zone, so Sparkle Lantern spends a lot of his time there right now.
Yeah, it's a really
Shout outs to him.
different
Yeah.
take on the FireRed run. It's really cool to watch.
Safari Zone is one of my nightmare locations as well, but in a different game. Good old Tauros.
So I got $150 here from Breath of the Wild Dogs that says, I heard there were pets, but all I got was apples.
Aw.
Get that in a second. Oh. Okay, so you
All
might.
right, so here we teach the most powerful move possible to Blastoise, Surf.
I thought it was
It's both
bite.
a great HM for transport and the most powerful water move we use.
Yeah, you could get like Hydro Pump, and then you're dealing with accuracy again. So Surf it is.
I got
Ooh,
a
that was-
$500 donation from Corvame. Says, good luck, Pulse and JP. Always thrilled to see Pokemon at GDQ. Love to see such excellent commentary from my Let's Go co-op diploma partner, Etchy, as well. Donation goes to Winner's Choice.
Ooh, I like that.
Ooh.
I'm actually going to have to think of another donation incentive because Pump It Up was my alternate. Actually, no, we can just put it towards the extra Pump It Up donation incentive. There we go.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Problem solved. Speaking of problems, Koga is a problem, and that was a problem that we solved with the experience route that we're using.
Yeah.
Yeah, it can still go badly, but the normal shed that we used to do was a little bit riskier, a little bit scarier. But because of the extra EXP that JP has here, you can go for a more favorable range on the last Pokemon, the Weezing, and it makes the fight a little bit less scary.
My fight is also going to be extremely weird. So, like I said, this fight's really weird. I have to set up to +2. I have to go for flamethrower, and then I have to hope that the Blastoise does not actually go for flamethrower or flame. Hopefully he doesn't crit with flamethrower, because this is actually a really bad crit. If I were to crit the Blastoise, it'll put him into torrent range, which will absolutely just decimate me. Which is why I saved.
Yeah, you need to two-shot the Blastoise, and you need the first hit to do like just under half, and then the second hit to do like more than half, so that you can take him out. So he'll do just under half with this, and then the water gun will put him into Blaze.
Nice.
And now this hit will KO the Blastoise.
Easier.
Perfect.
So we are now $14,000 from the $1 million total. Had to throw that in there.
Oh, we might need to close the Lapras nickname as well.
True. Yeah, Lapras is coming
Lapras
up now.
nickname?
Yeah, the last incentive.
Anyway, here comes this fun fight for JP, this muck. Please, just acid armor,
screwed up.
please.
So.
Yeah, just outside of Torrent.
Yeah.
And Muck didn't help him out there by knocking him into Torrent, a bit unfortunate. So he's going to pop an X special here. That should help him make up that Torrent damage. And hopefully he doesn't get poisoned. Unfortunate.
Okay, I think he lives. Okay, he does not live that. Unfortunate.
I'm just gonna say that.
Yeah, so being 1 HP out of Torrent there is really unfortunate. You can't really do anything about that. It's not like he was taking damage on purpose for this gym or anything. You don't give anything a turn except way earlier in the run, so.
Yeah.
Also Lapras nickname?
Yeah, I just misjudged the amount of HP I'm using.
Yeah.
So.
Lapras nickname number 1 is Guy Fieri.
Perfect. This is punishment for my hubris of just like assuming that I'm going to win, because nothing is guaranteed in this game.
Yeah, that's very true.
And are we doing second place for the other one?
We will be.
Okay.
Soon enough,
but it'll be a
yeah.
while for that.
They're probably about 10 minutes.
And Pulse, did you ever get your flyer?
We
He
actually
won't
don't
be
grab
getting
one
one.
with Charmander.
Okay then.
Yeah, it's situational for Charmander. Unfortunately, they didn't need to get one this run. Hopefully this kills. Good.
Yeah, after an X special, definitely.
Oh, yeah, you did X special, correct. Does Weezing go down as well? I believe it's favorable.
With X special, it's favorable.
Okay. So hopefully this goes well here.
Oh,
Coughing will
yeah.
obviously go down.
Oh,
should be
God.
Oh, that's
That's
good.
Oh my
range.
goodness, this drowsy. Missed the drowsy range. That was very
I have
scary.
never missed that before.
I've actually never seen that missed before either.
Whew, I knew that
Okay,
wasn't
got the
really
lead
true.
for,
That's scary.
for JP. That's awesome. So through Koga. Yeah, that was two very scary fights.
Yeah, JP didn't want to set up on the Coughings either there. He just kind of steamrolled them. The Coughings are extremely scary in that fight. They have self-destruct and can just kind of ruin your day.
Smoke
So
screen
the
too.
actual bigger problem is smoke screen.
Yeah.
That too, yeah.
Because
yeah.
unlike Muck, where it minimizes only for Muck, smoke screen affects your own Pokemon, so it would be way worse.
Yeah, and if you X specialed or if you X specialed and you get that smoke screen, you have to swap out or just hope everything works out fine, and then it gets
Yeah.
very scary.
After one smoke
you
screen
know-
is 66%
So we
to
picked
hit.
up some teeth. They're dirty. We're
Did
giving
you
them
wash
away.
those?
Ew, he put them in his mouth.
Ugh.
Did you wash those?
I didn't.
Oh.
Ew.
How much of a donation for you guys to wear
Let's
gold
just move
teeth?
on from that.
How much what?
How much money for you guys to wear gold teeth? Is that a donation incentive?
Alright, so by the way here, Giovanni, all of his Pokemon die in one shot except for the Nidoqueen, which is why we're going to take a 25% chance to not die here. Pretty much random AI, if he goes for Mega Punch, I am very likely to die here. Oh, here we go. Yay!
Nice. Fake out's
Nice.
optimal there, pretty much.
Oh, very, very
Yeah,
fake.
now he's
I mean, very.
in great Blaze HP too.
That's really good. Keeping Blaze here is extremely optimal just because you one-shot basically everything from this point forward.
There's a lot of situations with Charmander where like you're just dead to, usually it's a 25% chance on a certain fight, and you just kind of have to go for it because the time loss for not being in Blaze is way higher than the risk of the fight. So that's one of those examples where you just take the, I think it's 25% to go down. It's a little bit less, but
Hold this.
Oh, that's a cool strat. Is that faster than tossing, or was that just
So tossing's faster. It's just
we'll call
like
it
misclick.
style.
Yeah, just style points.
Some style
Right.
points there. I thought
Real
that was
quick,
faster.
that guy that's walking around in the room that I just left is ultra scary if he walks into you.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
definitely.
I'm so glad that he chose to walk a bunch in a different part of the room.
Yeah. You grab the Blizzard TM here. It's gonna be, I think, the last movie Teach the
What? I forgot to
Blastoise.
heal.
Second to last.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Oh, yeah, because you've
Dude,
been
this-
practicing with a 31 IV speed Charmander, haven't you?
Oh yeah, dude.
Okay.
Oh. This might be a problem.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll live though.
So with 20 IV speed, I believe it's just the Alakazam that outspeeds you on this fight.
I hear he outspeeds you with like 31. That's
Oh,
a
I
really
didn't know
fast
that.
Pokemon.
So we've got less than 12,000 now with $1 million. And we got a bunch of things coming in for that.
Oh, we didn't
And a
pet the
quiz
Eevee,
time
did we?
in chat.
You owe like
I've
300
been
pets.
sporadically petting the Eevee, yeah.
I've got $150 who says pet the Emolga. I mean, pet the
What?
Eevee.
Oh, whoa.
This donation could go to Birthday Boy's Choice.
Oh, you outspeed the Alakazam. I thought you were
Wow.
slower on this IV. Oh, I'm an idiot.
Dude,
Whoa.
like that's crazy. Wow.
I mean, whoa, he survived
Whoa.
Sabrina.
Whoa.
I totally thought that outsped you, dude. I was scared. You got. I know that's a bait, but you got me. I'm on commentary. Jeez. Normally I'm in on that. Normally I'm like, oh yeah, he didn't save here. Oh no. Oh man,
Got him, chat.
that was me.
I was
for a
like
bit. I'll be
50-50
back
the whole
later.
time until like halfway through. I was like, I think you're lying. I think you're trying to get me here.
What gave me away?
The way you laughed at Emolga, clearly.
Who?
Your favorite Pokemon.
Who?
Is everything okay, Paul? You're acknowledging Emolga right now.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Unlucky, neither Snorlax was shiny this run, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Maybe next time.
All right,
The
Unfortunate.
last chance.
$350. $200 from Anonymous. $200 to pronounce Fahokwa gods.
Oh,
And
whoa.
I'd like to
I'll
hear
get to that
it.
in a second.
Wow.
Plus
I
a
kinda
150
froze
for the
there.
greatest incentive to pet those Eevees.
Well, they both managed to hit an optional on the the bike path there. A little bit
That was
unfortunate
not
there
on
for
purpose.
Paul.
I almost.
So
passed
real
him, but I
quick while
froze.
I'm sweeping Blaine here, Ohuga God sings just to
Okay.
They got excited for that.
That's the full pronunciation.
That guy
What did you just
outside was
summon,
really high for you,
JPGs?
dude.
Should I say it again?
Might have to.
Yeah, maybe have to.
All right. Ohuga God sings just to There you go.
Good job.
Perfect.
Also, if you know the reference to this, you are showing your internet age.
I've been lost this whole time. Don't worry.
I don't even know
Yeah,
what
me
you guys
too.
are talking about.
I'm clearly a
Did you
child.
get 400,000 viruses? Anyway,
Oh wait, Ohuga God says, "I love you."
JP hippie.
all right, so I got some $5 donations here that I want to read because it's a very good idea. $5 donation train for Paradox and Pump It Up, and $1 million from SAS 253-251. Another $5 from Soul Straw, who says, "Roses are red, violets are blue. Let's start a $5 train for Pump It Up." Choo choo.
If everyone in chat were to miss one mega kick right now, we'd get there.
I can't believe we only missed. Wait, I have the number. 5 mega kicks this entire time.
That's crazy.
Between two
Only
runners.
5?
I thought it was 6.
Insane. Oh, is it 6?
We're only
I counted 5, might have been
11,000 from the $1 million now.
Wow.
Nice.
We'll get there. Keep it up, guys.
You may have noticed that I actually picked up an item. Sunny Day. That's going to be really good for a little bit later on. I won't
actually
use it
love that
quite
strat.
yet, though.
Meanwhile, I'm going gardening.
It's finally time.
Wait, you're fighting Erica?
Not on Erica, but I'm finally in the gym.
Pulse is passing by the Play-Doh trees in the Safari Zone right now. Grabbing,
They really do look like Play-Dohs. And this dude actually just collects cinder blocks in his house. I don't know why.
They're probably supreme cinder blocks. Got a stash.
Maybe he just moved.
Got a bunch of
Maybe
Dex
he's
donations
actually waiting
here,
for
too.
people to show up so he can start giving away more HMs.
So, like, I've got $18.10 from Secret Potion, who says, "I'll always be there for my fave number 181 Ampharos."
Aw.
$79 from 3 Ducks, who says, "Are we still doing Dex donations?" Here's 79 for my favorite Slowpoke. Can't wait for SGDQ. 3801 from anonymous Dex donation for my favorite Icy Boy Ninetales. Go bonus game and get $1 million. And of course, $250 from Gilded, who says, "Pet that Eevee."
Time.
Yes. You're seeing JP here. He saved for. This is another terrible fight. It's not as scary as some of the other fights as long as you hit a blizzard.
That's the real truth, though.
Yeah, blizzard is 70% accurate, so even worse than Mega Kick. And if he misses it, it's gonna go very badly because he's at very low HP because he wanted Torrent to one-shot that victory bell right there.
Mm-hmm.
So if he misses it, he's gonna take a lot of damage. Or I don't know the damage range for your Squirtle right now for Giga Drain.
It's close for sure.
Yes.
Oh, come on. It's very
Ooh.
close. He could live.
Oh, okay. So yeah, he didn't even get the Giga Drain there.
Yeah, I think he's not in kill range, so
That's
they're
good
not
then.
necessarily in kill range. Okay, here we go.
That was a
Oh.
high roll.
Wow, that's high roll, yeah.
Dang.
Yeah.
The range is 27 to 31.
Okay, yeah, I thought it would be somewhat close. It's
I'm also gonna count that Blizzard miss as a Mega Kick miss.
yeah, that's fair.
That didn't have an X accuracy, so that's completely fine.
Yeah, the thing with this fight, there's a couple ways you can do it. In theory, you could use an X special and then one-shot it with Surf, but then you give a turn to the Tangle Up. But if you just hit the Blizzard, it's, you know, you save the turn that you would be using the X special. Okay, Paul's got the Muck down.
Yeah, so for Muck, my fight is like not even too much of a problem as long as you hit 2 times on the Muck.
Yeah, exactly.
It's also a range if you just go straight for Blaze Flamethrower, but that's like 30%. I ain't going for that.
It's so scary
Fair.
too, because you just die of the sludge if he uses it.
Yep.
Ooh,
There we go.
there.
Nice.
All right, finally.
And they're both through the scary gym leaders at the same time.
Yeah.
Yay!
Very
Yeah.
cool.
I just really want to point out too, it's just so cool how like different these routes are in the order they tackle the gym leaders and the order they just
Yeah.
even like picking up the bike voucher. Like, there's so many little things. It's really unique to have 2 routes like this that are so close in time and
Yeah, definitely is.
so competitive.
Yeah, because if you think about it, they both have the same number of badges. I believe they both have 6 right now. But Pulse has to do Blaine, and JP has to do Sabrina, which means JP has to go through the Silphco section. Pulse has to go through the mansion. And it just it's like very cool to know like who's actually ahead, because they're both very close right now.
Yeah.
Even though they have so much different stuff they have to do. It's really when they go to the final Giovanni gym, the 8th gym, that's kind of when you can tell who's ahead, because
Yeah.
That's the final convergence, yeah.
yeah, that's when their paths will kind of like meet up for the final time. So we'll see who's ahead going into Giovanni.
So on this 5th floor that I have to get off on, there is a walking scientist. Yet another
Bonus floor.
Oops. Yet another trainer that I do not want to deal with. So
Yeah.
I am just going to that
Oh.
and not worry about it.
That's okay. That's a cool strat. I like that.
In addition to the freezing spinners, it will freeze walkers as well.
Yeah, I always forget about that. Heal up a little bit here. He wants to be like low enough HP that he can get back into Torrent after a couple hits from the Pidgeot coming up, but he doesn't want to be like too high HP that he doesn't get the Torrent.
Yeah, he
Or
needs
too
to
low
take a
that he
few
dies.
turns to set up just to make sure that he can sweep through the rivals team. Specifically, one of the big reasons is he's going to be spamming Blizzard, and he wants to use X accuracy before he does that. Otherwise, it's even worse.
Yeah, definitely. You can risk no X accuracy in a few situations. Sometimes you'll have to go without an X accuracy if you get critical.
What am I doing?
That was interesting.
My brain just like died.
Okay, so this guy's
What
an
happened?
Arbok.
It doesn't matter. This fight's free.
Yeah,
My
this
This
brain
is a
literally
very
just
reasonable
died there.
spinner. It's just one Pokemon. It's not
I
too
think
bad.
it goes down to one surf too, and may or may not. It does have
Yeah,
intimidate,
it's just
though,
one.
which is annoying.
It's just one surf.
Okay, yeah, that's good.
This Arbok is free. I just completely like. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah, I think he thought he was looking right, but he was looking up. It was kinda
That'll get you an
awkward.
increased
Yeah.
level, I think, too.
And
That spinner's
one thing to
annoying
point
too,
out
because
too
you
is
have to
that
pass him so many times. You have to pass, I think it's like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah,
that one
3.
guy.
Yeah.
it was unfortunate he got on the last pass, but happens.
Mhm.
But Blizzard too. So we said Mega Kick goes from like 75 to 99. Blizzard goes from 70 to 93 point something. So it's a little bit scarier than X accuracy Mega Kick, and missing a 93% Blizzard is almost always really bad.
Yeah.
So
Scary move.
can I get you guys to help me out with the count? Because we are less than $9,000
Wow.
from
Wow.
the million.
Nice.
So let's go with the 9. All right. 9.
9.
Oh.
Oh.
Are we count right now? I gotcha.
So here comes a little bit of EXP routing when it comes to Charmander. You could either go for a candy in front of who is it, Koga, or you can go for it in the mansion, and it ends up being a little bit better to go for it inside the mansion because you get better late game ranges in particular. Otherwise, you probably just have to do a safer Koga.
It really comes down to your Blaze HP when you decide to candy.
Exactly.
I got a very important donation. $15 from the cheat. Which says insert light switch rave here.
Okay. 2 HP, a little scary for a JP here, but he made sure he has a safe HP for Dragon Rage specifically.
Yeah, that's why you want to heal to be above 40, because
Yep.
it always does exactly 40. It's always so scary seeing just 2 HP, and you can't miss in this game, but to me in Gen 1, you know, at any point it could miss
Yeah,
and
it could just
get
happen.
taken out.
Yeah, you hear a lot of red bar sound effects in this run just because of how close you're trying to beat
Yeah.
a torrent or blaze at all times. So.
And
Exactly.
8.
Eight.
Can I have the second Lapras name?
The second Lapras name is Ice Trap. All one word.
We're so close, chat.
2.
8,000 to go.
Oh.
Believe in
Ooh.
chat. Think of all the Eevee
Pulse.
pets. We can do this.
I'm gonna play this a little safe here.
Yeah, I guess for the super potion just to avoid. Okay, good range on that one. Gonna take one more here, and then he'll be set up and in blaze. Okay, perfect.
Yeah, if you haven't noticed, there's a lot of quick math you do in this run. It's a very math-heavy Pokemon run. A lot of them are, but this one in particular, just because of how often and how frequently you need to have Torrent or Blaze, you're just constantly doing quick math in your head, like, okay, can I survive this? Can I tank these many hits? What HP do I need to be to survive this attack? And it's really impressive from the runners here to always
Yeah.
be on top of that, and it's a definitely hard skill to master.
Especially because they're not running the Pokemon they were expecting to run too. These are completely fresh starters for the both of them because they
Yeah.
both hit the minute at the beginning.
Yeah, if they ran their backups, they could just have like notes with, okay, these are the specific
Yeah.
damage ranges for these stats, but they don't have that.
Yeah, they're just going for it
Yeah, they
completely
just figure it
blindly.
out on the fly, read the charts on the fly.
And that's kind of what makes this run special. There's so much calculation to it. It's really interesting.
Yeah, and that
I
starter
probably
variants
didn't need
too.
that revive, but I still grabbed it anyway, just in case.
Yeah, it's really safe for sure.
Not a bad idea.
So this is basically like a randomizer, is what you're saying, right?
Yes.
Somewhat, yeah. It kind of has that feel sometimes.
It's pretty unique compared to Pokemon runs where you manipulate the same starter every time, or
Yeah.
you just pick up different Pokemon throughout the run instead of using your starter. It's really cool. I'm a big fan of it.
I've got $500 from Orb, who says,
Oh.
"Pet that Master Ball."
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Okay. I have to do a very important trick real quick.
Yeah, this is a frame perfect trick coming up here for Pulse.
Oh god.
And
I'm
by
nervous.
frame perfect, I mean it saves like 85,000 frames if you hit this skip.
Whoa!
You did it.
I did it. I said no to Bill. This
If you
actually
say-
skips the
if you
Sevi
say
Island
yes.
side quest.
Oh boy.
And
you
what's
don't
kind
actually
of
have to do
So
this.
Oh, go ahead.
I super potion there to manipulate Torrent, by the way.
Yeah, it was in a little bit of a dicey spot with that Kangaskhan, so it's a good call.
It can be
Oh,
hard.
It's a
gosh, where am I
range to
going?
kill,
One-handed?
and most likely getting a damaging
God.
move, so...
Pulse doing some crazy
Also is
movement
like
there.
2
Dude,
minutes ahead.
every time Pulse pets anything, he just like loses control of how to play this video game, and it's amazing.
I think he plays with his feet half the time he's doing that. I'm just I'm
Sometimes.
confused half the time. But he's effectively Sabrina ahead at this point, because once JP defeats Sabrina, they'll be on the same area. So.
And Sabrina's a pretty straightforward fight for Squirtle, as long as he doesn't get confused. And I think this is a low speed Squirtle, so there's no chance to outspeed here. Am I right?
Yeah, I have to use next speed on the third Pokemon Venomoth.
Yep.
Okay.
I outspeed the first 3, actually, but Alakazam will destroy me. And it's safer to set up on Venomoth because Mr. Mime and Kadabra have a bunch of moves that are just not fun to deal with, so...
Specifically late screen. It's just
And
awful.
7!
Ooh.
Getting
And
close.
basically 6!
You guys are killing
Going in
it.
a hurry.
Dude, seriously, this is amazing.
Some would say a speed run.
Oh, can we speedrun to 1 million? Can we do that?
Oh, that'd be
$1 million
amazing.
speed
Get
run.
I'll
another
keep
$1
track
million
of those
percent.
ease.
Glitchless?
Uh-oh.
Do we allow instant
Online
text for
difficulty.
that?
Oh,
Oh, we got the
Come on.
confusion. So he just has
Come
to
on.
break through
Okay.
here then,
Yeah,
and
just has to
he'll
hit
be okay.
through. What's kind of
one more
unfortunate is if he
Pokemon.
still had the Persianberry equipped, that wouldn't have mattered, but he had to equip the black glasses for
Come
some
on.
other stuff.
Yes!
Nice. Wow,
Good
that's
snap.
super lucky. That's
that
like the
any
earliest
day.
breakout you can get, which is
Ooh,
really
that was
nice.
close.
As long as you don't hit yourself, like, who cares? It's like, got through it, lost a little bit of time to text, no big deal.
Also, I didn't save, so that would have been really awkward.
oh god.
At least you have the revive. I'm not sure how much that Alakazam does to you, but at least you have the revive to get
Yeah.
back
I've not
alive.
count that.
And for some reason in this gym, you can just escape Rove out of it. So that's great.
That is literally the only gym you can do that in, and it's stupid. It's so dumb.
Yeah, because you
Weird you
walk,
can do
you
that
take a
in
walk,
Bangalore.
like the
I don't want
slowest
to go
walk
through those
ever.
teleporters again.
The amount of times you get lost in there, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, for we're coming up on free Avani.
Is it
Basically,
Is it free, though?
very like so Squirtle can just go for water pulse, which is not even surf, and then Charmander can just go for flamethrowers, and they're all just gone.
It's actually hilarious that, like, Blaze Flamethrower is just so strong. Even against these resisted Pokemon, it just takes them out.
Yeah.
If you had a
Flamethrower's
Rhydon, you wouldn't
fantastic.
KO it, I think. But the fact his last is a Rhyhorn in this game kind of makes a difference.
Yeah, he has
Yeah,
two.
I'm
If he
sure.
also had Kangaskhan, this would be way harder.
Oh, yeah, because that probably wouldn't go down either. That'd be really bad.
Definitely
Yeah,
in
for some
last
reason he just
place.
gets rid of it, even though it's like your biggest pain the last 2 times you fight him.
Replace
I
it
think
with
it's really
another
funny
Rhyhorn.
that in the notes that Paul sent us, he has like bullets for every gym fight, and each one's like multiple sentences, and then Giovanni's just surf LOL.
Yeah.
And it's basically just flamethrower LOL as well for
Yep.
Charizard.
Yeah.
Fire go
I've got-
brrr.
I got $5 from StrongBad135 who says, "The cheat! What did I tell you about hacking my PayPal for charitable causes?" Now I have to make another donation just to rebuke you, and all these gamers will probably start a hype train.
Oh, is this name a
Also,
strong bad reference? Is that what I
bye.
missed?
Yes. Yes, this
Ooh.
is.
I feel like
Can
my
we
internet
get it
card should be
before?
revoked now.
Yeah, I have a challenge. All right? I will pet every single thing on my bed if we can reach it by the end of Victory Road.
Ooh.
So the $1 million by
I
the end
have
of Victory Road.
a plethora of plushies here.
You guys got to get it fast, though.
The massive pet by the end of Victory Road. We could do this. We could do this.
A bit over 5 minutes, I would say. Just about.
Yeah.
Got plenty of time.
You got time.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely plenty of time.
Ooh, actually opting to max repel here. I guess that lasts through the water. You don't normally see that though.
Pretty good way to get there is with some of these more Pokemon Dex donations. I've got
Yeah.
197 from Samaritan who says, happy to see people still doing Pokedex donations. So here's 197 for my favorite Pokemon, Umbreon. I'd be over the moon if we hit that 1 million. So come on, everyone.
Good reference.
Yeah, keep giving us Digimon Dex donations. I'm ready.
I can hit you guys with some Pokemon cries if you'd like.
4720 from Steven187 who says, here's to my favorite Pokemon, Glaceon. One day I'll afford all of you. Got $20 from that guy Harvey, says, can't let a Pokemon run pass through without a donation. While I can't donate $272 for Ludicolo, I use it to shout out my partner Abby, who will hopefully be coming back to visit the UK in January.
2. Red here. I have to set up to +4 and hit a Fire Blast. Here in a second.
It's 85%.
If it crits me, I have to go for +3.
4.
There's a range. Okay, here we go.
Okay, so he's got Blaze, he's +3. Or I think you're +4 actually.
+4, yeah.
So please hit.
Coming down to this, 85%.
Like Coliseum all over again. Aim please, Zard.
Let's go.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay, are we gonna do money for
That's
Fire Blast
beyond
Miss as well?
scary.
Do I
We're getting
tally
down to
Fire Blast
3.
Miss for
You
Elite
guys
4?
are getting low on time.
This better be the fastest victory
All right,
road.
Giovanni down.
Nice, nice.
3.
I'm excited to watch Pulse have to pet everything on that bed. Looks like he might have to.
We're so close, please.
Yep. So close.
We're getting there.
This will help
That's
JP
a
out a
gold
little bit,
split?
I hope.
No, it's close.
Think of the value.
So just as a sort of like mark of progress, Giovanni is basically where both routes will be converging. I'm about a fight ahead of JP right now.
Yeah, pretty much exactly one fight. Because JP is about to start it as well.
2.
So close, please. I want the pets.
Yeah, I got the tracker open now. We're
This
so
fight's
close.
also very scary for JP as well. It can
Yeah,
be very
definitely.
scary. It shouldn't be, but it can be.
It was 85% for Pulse, it's 93% for JP.
Yeah, so slightly better. That's
yeah,
good,
a little
right?
bit better. Got the
also
black
less
glasses
setup.
on too. Hopefully that helps his accuracy a little bit.
Oh,
Wow.
It's gonna happen.
So close.
1.
We're so close.
Pulse, I
Pulse
hope
is
you're
almost
ready. I
there.
hope you stretched.
guys might have to hurry.
Oh my gosh, it's gonna happen. It's gonna
I'm gonna
happen.
speed through.
Ooh. Any second.
Come on.
It's so close.
There it is!
There
Let's
we
go.
go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Pulse, I
All
think you
right.
have a promise you made here.
Yes. I'm ready.
Give me
Let's
a
see it.
quick second. So I will have to concentrate really quickly for Victory Road, but I will promise to get those pets in. 'Cause this is very, very, very difficult movement that we're about to do. We'll have to
Yeah.
focus.
Victory Road in this game compared to some other Pokemon games is just entirely movement and execution. There's actually no battles. You skip every battle that you could fight in Victory Road. So there's basically nothing between the Rattle fight that we just did and Lorelei, the first Elite Four member.
Yeah. No swag blurs in this game, unfortunately.
I could talk to the boulder.
Good.
An unswag boulder.
There's going to be a small difference between the Squirtle and the Charmander up. I have to grab this candy over here. Squirtle doesn't.
Yeah, you need that extra level.
This is like one of the few rare candies that last place even skips in the first place. It might be the only one, honestly.
I actually think it is the only candy.
Warden candy is the other one that I will
Warden
grab.
candy, right,
Yeah,
right.
you just don't have the ability to use strength at that point, so that's kind of why you skip the Warden one. I feel like if you could use strength, you might grab it.
All right, I got the flinch on Gyarados, which means I didn't have to worry about any dumb thing from the Gyarados, which is very good.
Hit the Blizzard as well, which is really good.
Hit the Blizzard, yep. There are two Blizzards that we had to hit. One in the Gyarados, one in the Venusaur. The
Yeah.
Venusaur is more important, but
Mm-hmm.
getting those is so good.
You can react to
Oh, I
missing
did
the
it!
Gyarados.
I talked to the
but-
boulder.
Nice.
Nice. What did it say?
It said move.
Hurry up, dude. It's a speed run. What are you doing?
Oh god, this Charizard moveset, every time I see it, it's just...
Fly, fire, blast, flamethrower.
all fire moves. Burn everything.
Megumin.
And then hits level 53 here specifically for the Lorelei fight to get some ranges.
And one thing to point out too is right now Pulse is ahead, but this game's Elite Four is one of the most challenging and variable Elite Fours in Pokemon speedrunning, honestly, in terms
Yeah.
of glitchless runs. So it can really go either way right now. And some of the fights are scarier for Squirtle, some of the fights are scarier for Charizard. So it'll be pretty interesting to see how it shakes out.
All right, here
There's
we
gonna be
go.
some Fire Blast, there's
Heading
gonna be some
session coming up.
Blizzards.
Oh yeah.
Oh, here he goes.
On that note, we've got the $50 donation from Anonymous who says, "Pet those Pokemon."
7, 8, 9, 10, open.
Nope.
We're out of time. Gotta dodge a double battle here. Good dodge. And we're out.
All right. Very nice.
I made it. Hold on, I can't hear anybody.
TTT.
I did it. What? I heard that.
What?
I heard that.
Oh, we're just saying our favorite letter, that's all.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Cool little trick here. He's gonna deposit in the PC and then grab the Charizard out. This just fully heals the Charizard. And it's faster than centering. And you don't want
you don't want
Pokemon with you at
Pokemon in
the
your
end.
party that you don't need for the Hall of Fame because you get extra animation and just waste time.
Yeah.
There's also another reason. The Onix that Bruno has knows War, so if you have any other Pokemon in your party after turn 4, you get bored, and yeah, it sucks.
Not necessarily turn 4, but whenever you're setting up X items, if you ever go to +3 in a stat, if your opponent has a phasing move, they'll use it. So if you go to +3 on a fight, your opponent will always roar. Or I think almost always. There's, I think, a chance not to.
Yeah.
All right. Here comes probably one of the hardest fights and the only reason why we grabbed Sunny Day. First thing I need to do
It's a really cool
is
strat.
X special. We're gonna see what he goes for first.
Yeah,
Surf
there's a lot of
makes it
reaction here.
very risky, but very, very worth it to actually go for this.
Oh, this is so close.
Yeah.
49. Went for Ice Beam.
Oh wow,
That's unfortunate.
Okay.
Unlucky. Yeah. So normally Surf does the most damage there, but because the AI could kill with either Surf or Ice Beam before the Sunny Day, of course, it just flipped the coin and said, I'll do Ice Beam. And fortunately, Sunny Day doesn't weaken Ice Beam, it only weakens water type moves.
I think that was a high roll too.
Unlucky.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
Probably
I
get a
might have to
better
go
roll
for the
from
safety
Surf,
strats
or we
here.
don't get Surf. Hail would be kind of nice because he can just overrate that with Sunny Day. Oh,
gonna do
okay.
safety
He's going
strats
for this
here.
strat.
You're faster, yeah.
That's unfortunate.
Fine. This will do a little bit more damage. Sunny Day will bank it so that it's basically a light screen against any surfs that he goes for.
Mm-hmm. So So likely going to see hail here, but we'll see.
Yeah, we will see hail. It's guaranteed with other weather.
Oh, right. Yeah.
So now
Basically,
I'm
little
safeguard
cool
there.
way to
safe.
manipulate
This
that
is
here.
very slow though.
I want a quick shout out. $20,000 that just got dropped from the Yeti.
Wow.
Says, hey all, Yeti here. We're very excited to be a part of this incredible moment. 1 million hype. With this milestone for this online event, we're happy to announce our own milestone. We've officially hit $100,000 raised thanks to your orders from our SGDQ collection. Thank you so much. It is your support that makes it all possible. A special shout out to all the amazing runners working through all the challenges the event brings and the tech teams who make magic with remote speedrunners.
Okay, so Pulse has the setup, but I believe you have to hit the Fire Blast on the Slowbro and the Lapras with the setup.
So with +2, you could actually skip both Fire Blast. If it was
Nice.
+1 with Blaze and Sun, you go for Fire Blast on the Dugong, as well as Fire Blast on the Slowbro. And the Dugong is a range because it has thick back.
Yeah, exactly.
This is crazy close, by the way.
Yeah.
This is
Both
pretty
on
intense.
Lorelei. Lorelai's a lot slower with Blastoise, but it's a lot safer. So
Yeah.
that kind of made up for the fact that JP should have a pretty easy fight here, but it will be a little bit longer.
Yeah, unfortunately, JP doesn't have Sunny Day, so he just got hail there. Hail is really slow to get. It's pretty random, and it's very likely to get hail, but if you just skip it, you save a bunch of time. But unfortunately, got it pretty early.
The legendary hail skip.
Yeah.
It's happened.
Yeah, I've seen it maybe once or twice.
Yeah, my PB gets it. It's quite
Okay, I
fun.
guess it's on screen right now. Is it time
And
for the
luckily
card?
Charizard's through.
We've got $179. That is both a Dex donation and a haiku. So I have to go with this one. It's Mareep is a sheep. My lovely blue-faced best boy, Fluffy Pokemon.
Why?
JP's getting very unlucky here. But that just means he's gonna get good luck for the Lapras.
Oh, this
Okay.
what?
It failed
Excuse
at
me,
least, but
ma'am.
wow.
Can you stop?
That
So
is very
normally, if hail is off, Oyster will attempt to set up hail again, and you just get to go by. I got double protect there. That was very unlucky.
Yeah, luckily he doesn't really care about how many bites he has left, but it's kind of annoying seeing Protect there. Just waste time. Anyway, Bruno for Pulse. This fight, again, for Blastoise is not free, but a lot safer. Charizard always has a fun time with rock moves, as I'm sure you guys know. So here we go. Let's see which of the many strategies he goes for. There's a lot of ways you can play this fight. He's gonna Guard Spec turn 1. So this will be Rock Tomb and would drop his speed, but it won't now. And he will survive a second one. Now I'll go for next special. Should be Rock Tomb again because he's still faster. And that puts him into Blaze. So he opts to go Flamethrower here. I believe this is Sweep now, right?
Yep.
At +1? Okay,
Nice.
perfect. So
Yeah, I
and
don't have to heal
meanwhile-
at all, luckily.
JP's on the worst Pokemon of the fight. Lapras likes to spam Body Slam, which will paralyze you 30% of the time, and also likes to spam Confuse Ray. So sometimes you get confused and paralyzed, so you have to heal that off. And
Yeah.
JP is getting destroyed by this Lapras. It's really unlucky.
Mhm.
And he just needs to land 3 bites. We very specifically set it up like this to avoid triggering heal range here. You got the flinch though, which is really good.
Yes.
I actually got 2 flinches. The only turn I didn't flinch was the turn I hit myself with Fusion.
Oh, wow.
Wow,
Nice.
not too
Pretty
bad.
decent
Yeah.
overall. I'd take that Lapras any day.
And the HP he leaves with this fight too affects what kind of strat he does on Bruno. So we'll see how that plays into Bruno in a second here.
Yeah, there's a couple ways to play this fight.
I mean, it
Yeah.
basically revolves around what we were talking about a long time ago with Rock Tomb slowing you down at times. Sometimes in some situations with your HP, you want to take some Rock Tombs and some Earthquakes. Sometimes you only want to take Earthquakes. It just kind of depends on where you're at.
Okay, so Pulse is coming up to a really fun fight. Agatha is very interesting for the Charmander route, because there's a pretty high chance he has to YOLO some Fire Blasts on this one. We'll see exactly what strat he goes for. It's going to kind of come down to the first 2 turns of this Gengar. But it has some annoying moves like Double Team, but it also has, you know, stuff that does nothing. Oh, that miss is really unfortunate.
Yeah, so he's gonna
Yeah,
set up to
another one
+3 here then.
Okay, you got
And
put into torrent
Okay.
there. Yeah, that's in
Yeah,
torrent.
that's torrent.
Okay.
but yeah, +3 is
The
the
nice thing
benefit.
about setting up to +3 here is I get to bite both Onyx
Yep.
rather than Surf, which saves super effective text.
Yeah, it's actually
And
a
his
lot of
HP is
time in
not
this
too
game. It's
low
like
either
over
for
a
this
second.
Hitmonchan, which has Mach Punch, so he's not going to get hit here. And he's in a pretty safe spot for the rest of the fight.
Yeah.
Okay, Pulse did get double team from the Gengar. He's gonna X accuracy, which will make his Fire Blasts hit. He got another double team. I'm actually not sure what the accuracy is on this.
Come on, that's 75%.
75.
Okay, here we go, here we go, here we go. Come on.
Okay.
Nice, okay.
Nice.
Are you?
Yeah, once he
are
gets
you
past the
neutral right
Gengar,
now?
he's in the
Yeah,
clear,
so
but the
the
Gengar
good
is
thing about X
terrifying.
accuracy though is it
Oh, the
counteracts
accuracy,
the double
yeah.
team, which is really sick.
Yeah,
And
so
if
with
he had
that
gone for
X
another one, I
accuracy,
was
you'll
dead.
always hit. You always hit Fire Blast after accuracy, right? Because it's 85? Okay,
Mhm.
perfect. So he can just sweep for free here as long as he clicks the right move.
I even
Yep.
saved tech.
Yeah, that's actually really nice. God, that fight's so scary on the first 3 turns with that double team. It's always so annoying.
And if you get a little
Oh.
scary with Charizard, let's see how scary it is with Blastoise right now, where it's almost the exact same.
Yeah, it's actually pretty much the same exact
worse.
fight. The only difference is Blastoise doesn't have the X accuracy because
Yeah.
Surf is 100% accurate. So,
Yeah, so
Yeah,
JP's
well-
going to take 2 turns to set up here. He wants to do an X speed and an X special. And as long as he's still in Torrent at that point, he can go for the kill. Otherwise, he's going to have to set up more or heal. Depending
yeah.
on how
There's a
nice
random
Agatha wants
chance
to be.
that the Agatha will lead with Shadow Punch.
Yep.
And if it does, it'll follow up immediately with Shadow Punch, though.
I believe do you survive 2 with 47 HP, or is that going to KO?
It's gonna KO.
Okay, so he will have to heal if he gets one of the Shadow Punches. So hopefully we see double team, then Shadow Punch, and then he hits. So double team, Shadow Punch plus hit here would be amazing. That'd be pretty much a perfect fight. Okay, as long as he hits, it's perfect. So 50%
Yeah,
for the
he's-
Surf to land. Oh,
Ooh.
come on, please.
All right, he still has time. He's okay.
Yeah, he's
That's
got
one of those
he's got
fights.
quite a few
It's a surge
chances to
fight.
hit. Okay, does he risk it or does he heal? He goes. Ah, that's so
Nah,
unfortunate. Yeah, it's such a dangerous fight.
Yeah, it's really the last like truly scary fight. Lance and Champion can go bad, but they can't go nearly like on average they're not going to go that bad compared to like Agatha and everything before it.
Yeah.
For Charmander though, this is probably the hardest fight right here.
Yeah, Lance
Yeah.
is insane
No
for
Blizzard.
Charmander.
Mhm.
Only fire moves against dragons and water types. So, see how this goes.
Okay.
So Gyarados will Hyper Beam once it can KO. I believe it's around like 100 hit points roughly. Then it will start KOing. So as soon as he hits 100, he's gonna heal. He might be a little bit out of range, so he went for X special there. Because yeah, not quite in the range yet. Okay,
All right.
good.
Okay.
JP's
So
in the clear.
that will sweep,
Perfect.
yeah. Perfect setup there.
Good.
Yeah,
That's what we
Hyper
wanted
Beam
last
down to
time.
7.
Okay, I'm going for this risk.
Ooh, okay, he's gonna try and hit 2 or is it 3
Oh.
Fire Blasts?
Oh,
Unfortunate. Yeah, it's 85%. Sometimes you have to rely on it.
yeah, I
Yeah,
was
they're-
not kidding when I said this game is very difficult to leap for. It's challenging and there's a lot of RNG still involved with it.
One of the problems with the Charmander route is that you need to be in Blaze for Lance. So if he had healed, he would have had to reset up Blaze. It would have just taken so long.
Yeah.
Instead, he just went for the, I think it was 3 Fire Blasts he would have had to hit.
Yeah, whereas JP's just going to heal the full going into the next fight.
Yeah, that should be pretty simple.
One.
Theoretically.
Fair.
You can-
There's
Theoretically, this Agatha fight is simple, but we saw how that went.
just hit wall.
Okay, that's good.
Okay, really good HP on the Charizard here. He might go for the same strat, might opt to heal. We'll see what Pulse decides to do. He might Super Potion. Ooh, that's okay, that X-Men strat's really cool, actually. Wow, yeah, that's actually a really cool strat. I've not seen that before. Okay, let's
Can I
see
do
what
it
he
again?
decides to do.
All right, see ya.
I actually don't think I can go for this.
Okay, so he's gonna... Oh, he misclicked the
no.
Super Potion. He could
Is
still...
that kill? Okay.
Darn.
Oh boy.
All right, pretty much a tie ball game now. Both of them are
Yeah.
about to start the
All right.
Lance fight at about the same time here. Save and wow, this might be like almost at the frame going into Lance. That's
Jeez.
crazy.
Yeah, it's gonna let Lance decide, I guess.
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah, let's see which one of them can get the setup first. I think Blastoise is more consistent, but a little bit slower.
It's faster.
It's
way
actually faster, right? Because Blizzard, I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's just a little bit scary because he has hit all those 93%, but as long as you don't miss a bad one, you're okay.
One. Two.
Yes, I have an X accuracy as well. JP wants to make sure those blizzards hit 93% of the time instead of 70.
Yeah, he's going to be using Blizzard on every single dragon that Lance is about to send out. And if he misses one, he has to use the elixir early here. Otherwise, he's in trouble.
I've also got a backup next ether that I picked up a while back, so...
Oh, yeah, because you didn't use
for
it
safer.
for the rival.
So no Fire Blast risk from Pulse here, so much
There
better
will be
position to
one
be in.
Fire Blast
Yeah,
still.
it's a Fire Blast the Dragonite here, but
Yeah,
he'll
just
get
the
at least
It's
Dragonite.
the
also
other
a
ones.
range.
Ooh.
Damn it!
Ooh.
Ah! It's a range.
Yeah, it's unfortunate.
Dang.
What? Oh, I forgot to Okay, this is getting too close.
Yeah, so Pulse did next speed, so the Aerodactyl actually outsped him there.
Yeah, I was wondering why I was able to set up so freely.
Alright, I'm doing the other setup now.
Okay, so
I tried to do the fast setup, which is X special, X accuracy, double bite blizzard, which is slightly faster than this other setup that I'm doing, which is lead bite, then do 2 moves, and then double blizzard.
Yeah, and if you don't kill the Gyarados on that turn, he's gonna heal the pool, and you also usually die, so
Yeah.
you'd have to basically just do the
Oh,
whole
of
setup
course we
again.
get the glitch there.
Oh, nice. So this will be double blizzard once he gets everything set up.
Yep.
Yeah, again, this, like, Gyarados is just such a good Pokemon. It comes with Intimidate, so you can't hit on the physical side. It's only weak to Electric, and they both lack those moves.
Why?
Oh my goodness.
There's a
Leaf
93%
Blizzard
miss.
No, oh,
Freaks.
that's a range. Wow.
Okay, let's see what happens here. It goes for a Dragon Rage.
All right.
That's unlucky. It's such a high roll.
Okay. So we got past the Gyarados here. Now he just has to hit these
That's
Blizzards.
stupid. Oh, come
So
on.
I have to heal on the Dragonite.
Okay.
Will the Dragonite go for a
I
Hyper
have to
Beam,
heal
or
the
what will
full
it go
and
Yeah,
for?
it'll
then
go for
use
Hyper
my
Beam, yeah.
elixir.
Actually, it'll go for Outrage, because he's low enough for Outrage kills, and it's more accurate
I
than
figure,
Hyper Beam.
yeah.
So, scary, but it's a little bit less scary than Hyper Beam, because I don't think Critical Outrage KOs, so could be kind of
Shouldn't.
nice. Learning Skull Bash, definitely don't want that move.
Nope. Don't need it.
Yeah.
Alright, here's a
Okay,
Dragonite.
that's
Big
two.
baddie.
Come on, oh god.
Okay, he's gonna heal. So this time Pulse is gonna heal to avoid this Hyper Beam. It missed him entirely.
Really bad.
Yeah, he wants that damage to get back in the blaze faster.
This is so slow. I actually have to heal here because the Aerodactyl will kill me.
Yeah, Aerodactyl outspeeds and has
Return
Nature
average. Ugh.
At least it's confused, so he's got that going for him. Goes for Blizzard.
Wow.
Of course it misses. Wow. Please hit yourself.
Unreal.
It didn't go for
Safeguard's
Hyper Beam,
good.
which is nice. He will survive.
Yeah, and he has the backup Max Ether, so he's in a good spot.
Okay, Pulse is now on his setup, so it looks like Pulse was gonna have to hit the Fire Blast again
I just
here.
have to Fire Blast. That's it.
All
That
right.
looks dumb. Also, please no Ancient Power Boost.
Oh, that's true, yeah. There is a
Okay,
we got
strat
Wing
he
Attack,
can
we're
do,
fine. It's
but
not
yeah,
bad.
Wing Attack's perfect there. Yeah,
Ancient Power is a move where, at like, is it like 10%
Yeah,
chance?
10%.
Yeah, 10%. You get +1 to literally all your stats except HP.
And accuracy, but yeah. It's terrifying because it boosts speed and attack, and then you have to deal with the Aerodactyl. Alright, coming up's the big turn for Pulse.
Let's see him.
Come on.
Just 85%, please. It's so scary running Charizard through this fight. This is kind of like the biggest fight for Charizard. It's just
Yeah.
so painful.
All right.
Are you +4 for this?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Nice.
Was that
All
plus
right.
4?
Nice. Guaranteed.
+5, guaranteed. Okay, beautiful. Doesn't even have to deal with the
Champion
range. And we're on to the champion.
Yeah, the champion strat's pretty interesting. You don't actually finish your setup on the first Pokemon with Squirtle. He's gonna finish it later, but for now he's gonna lead with a guard spec here. So he doesn't have to worry about sand attack.
He
ruining his
can
day.
opt to not use his X accuracy. He'd have to hit, I think it's 2 blizzards, but one of them, if he misses, he would
Feather
die.
dance.
These sand attacks
Champion
are
is
really
cooperating
nice.
right now. You don't want to see a lot of aerial ace spam because then you're gonna have to heal more. Wow, no
Wow,
damage.
this is
moves.
going great so far.
That's really, really good.
Wow.
And one of the benefits of not having deposited his Pokemon is he actually cannot be wing attacked here. So he does not have to deal with getting wing attack, or Whirlwind, I mean,
Whirlwind.
getting switched out to his other Pokemon. The Venusaur
So apparently
comes in.
Pidgeot just doesn't know wing attack.
Yeah, apparently.
That's lucky.
It's more aerial ace, but yeah, that was crazy.
So yeah, he's gonna
Okay.
set up an X accuracy here as well.
Yeah, so this is
just to make sure he gets the less of the
93%.
blizzards.
Ooh, almost X
I'm
special.
expecting growth. Oh, it actually didn't use growth.
Okay.
Sometimes it does.
Yeah, if you're at full, come on, please, Blizzard. Thank you.
Thank you.
That's pretty much the last, like, terrifying
One.
thing that can happen, but there's a couple other things that can go wrong here. Hopefully we don't
Yeah,
see
this
them.
HP, he's pretty safe.
Okay,
Two very specific ones.
Pulse should
Wow.
tank.
Oh, wow.
Critical aerial ace.
No!
That's so
I have
unfortunate.
to redo Lance now.
Yeah, Pulse tried to take a risk there to catch up and got critical to
Yeah.
aerial ace on the last turn.
Unfortunate.
That's so dumb.
Yeah, that's a really
Ugh.
unfortunate death. In a race, though, you kind of have to go for that because
Yeah.
that would have caught him up by quite a bit had he gotten that.
Yeah.
But yeah, back to Lance he goes. Both on the Gyarados at the same time. But one of these Pokemon is set up a little bit better.
Okay.
Giving up the clinch.
Yeah,
One.
Blizzard KOs, didn't miss. And I believe there's one Pokemon left.
2.
Not even critical can kill me from here, so we're safe.
Yep, yeah, Surf will just end the fight. And that should be GG. He does go for E-Speed, but no crit anyway.
Yeah. In a safe spot, so that's GG for JP, yeah.
Dude.
Wow, and
Oh,
oh,
wait,
he
I
lived,
didn't-
but he reset. Wow, that's crazy. He lived
I
that.
really
I would have
expected
expected
that
death
to-
there,
Wait,
too.
I've
cannot
never
believe
seen
he
that not
survived
kill
that.
from full. Jeez.
Jesus. All right, come on.
I am so sad.
So is time still on the last frame of like the Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
Yeah. On the last frame of Fade Out.
Yeah, that'll be coming up here pretty soon.
Hmm.
And he only has one Pokemon with him, so it'll be very quick.
I mean, both runners starting the champion fight at roughly the same time. That just shows you how close this run is.
Yeah, especially for
crazy.
two different
Exactly.
Pokemon as well. It's very interesting.
And it also shows you like how crazy this game can get because you can literally die at any point.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Completely ridiculous.
and also just getting hardwalled at the same fight at the same time for so long is just insane.
Yeah.
This
All right,
Elite Four is
time
brutal.
is coming up.
Nice.
Come on.
All right.
I'm working on it, man.
Oh, that was a good
Okay.
miss.
I
Yeah,
actually
he
wanted
gets a-
that
he
miss.
gets a
Or I
free
wanted
turn
that
here.
hit, actually. I'm at +4 right now.
All
This is
right,
pretty good then.
that's a 221.16.
Come on.
Like,
Cool. Some really
Oh.
unfortunate gym leader fights.
Miss? This might not
Usually I don't
kill.
get that shafted.
Come on.
But
Dang.
oh no.
Yeah, Lance is just proving the
Mhm.
wall.
Literally hardest fight in the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or not the hardest fight, but like the hardest Elite Four fight. I'll try
Yeah.
one more time and see if I can get through this.
Okay. It's just there's so many components you need for Lance because you need this up to like +4 or +5 and be in Blaze and get an X speed up.
Yeah.
And you want an X accuracy up but don't need one. Depends on
It's an
the
insane
situation.
amount of setup for any
all
fight.
right, Chad. I want you to send your energy to Pulse to finish this run.
Spam coffee
I need
in
it.
Send your
chat.
coffee.
We need some coffee spam.
He needs
Send
it.
your energy,
There's too
your
much of that
RNG, and
sensor
everything
work
else
in
you
this
have.
run. Spam coffee for Pulse, please. We're
Two.
begging you.
Good.
And also your donations.
Yeah. Wow.
that bonus incentive for Pump It Up is
68's a
getting
little scary. He's gonna
We're
defend.
up to 15,000 out of 50,000 for that.
4.
Okay, let's see what strat he goes for
Alright.
here. Goes for the
Plus
flamethrower.
4. I can flamethrower everything. Outspeed it. Be fine. I just have to hit this range and this fire blast.
Please, Dragonite, be nice. Please.
Come on.
Come on, Agumon. We need Greymon. Greymon,
Digimon, please.
Come on, buddy. Yeah, literally everything on this fight just straight up dies at plus 4 flamethrower. It's just coming up on the fire blast. It's going to be really insane.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this is just the unfortunate reality of not having a 120 power ice move here.
Yep.
Yeah. Just the 4x weakness on the Dragonite makes an insane difference. It's crazy that you can even KO it with Fire Blast in general.
Yeah.
Moment of truth, please,
There we go.
please, please.
Got
Yes,
it, got it.
come on,
Okay.
come on.
Come on. Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, all right, all right, all right.
God, it's so scary. Okay.
To make up time, I'm not going to save. We're just going to go in. I'm going to make this happen.
See it.
One
Still
chance.
need your energy.
Keep that spam up, chat. We need it.
Keep it going.
You will heal the fool, obviously, but other than that. 80-16. Optimal.
I'm just checking to make sure.
Yeah, just want to make sure he didn't hit anyone.
He's not doing round 2, just
All right.
confirming.
This fight's
Come on,
way
let's do
harder than Charman or Squirtles.
Yeah,
I'm definitely going to need some
is.
blesses.
Got a blessing from a donation here.
Yes.
Was
Keep 'em
having a
coming.
Charmander versus KS Crane says having Charmander versus Squirtle race is one of the best ideas for Gen 1 race I've ever seen. Let's go Agumon.
Let's go, Agumon. Come on.
My favorite Gen 1 Pokemon.
All right, don't aerial ace. Okay.
Okay, that's a great start. He's gonna
Yeah,
get
I
Rex
really want to see
defend here,
JP's
probably?
fight here.
I need next speed because I'm low speed. Aerial ace is fine at this point.
Yeah, there's
One.
a lot of different strategies you can go for here. I'm not exactly sure which one he'll do. It's based off of just how much
Two.
damage he takes.
Okay.
Two specials, that's really good sand.
Yeah, he's
Three.
getting a much nicer fight this time around.
Okay.
Another sand. This is going really well. So he's gonna re-guard spec now. And then try to set up another couple. Wow, another sand.
going
That's
in.
interesting.
Wow.
Now the thing is, now he wants to start taking damage, so
Yep.
he kind of wants aerial ace now. It's kind of a little bit of a switch up there. He actually gets accuracy, which is really nice. So Fire Blast will hit. 58.
10, 15, 8, 16, 24. Is that?
That's 2 HP out, I think. Am I wrong?
Yeah.
This is a. If this is out, this is a 60% range.
58, 24, 50. Yeah, you're just out. This
Come
is
on,
very
come on, come on.
You get it?
Miss. I need you to miss.
miss.
Oh.
That's so unfortunate.
Dang.
That needed to
Unfortunate.
do 2 more damage, and that would have been a guaranteed KO.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. Yeah, that Hydro
Dang.
Pump just KOs.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is, again, just highlighting how difficult it is to do this quick math all the time and make sure you're good. It's
Yeah.
really hard to be in Blaze all the time when you need it.
But I gotta say, overall, I think that was one of the best showcasings we could have absolutely gotten here. I got to show
That
off
was
like so
incredible.
many of the fights. It was super
Yeah.
close throughout the whole thing. But
really
we
was.
fought
You
as
guys
hard
were like
as we
tied
could.
going into Lance. It was insane. Could have gone
Honestly,
either way.
I'm
Seriously.
happy. I'm very happy with how that turned out. That was phenomenal.
But like, it really was super close because like both of the routes are so well done. Everything was able to come together to make it a really close end, and that's so tight.
Yeah.
We've got a lot of F's in the chat for you there.
Thank you guys for the support. I super appreciate it. So I guess now's probably a good time to like wrap things up. So if you guys don't know me, I'm PulseEffects. I'm the current world record holder, but there's like 3 people coming after me, and I need y'all to back off, okay?
We'll talk about it.
We'll talk after stream.
Ooh.
But yeah, if you guys, I guess just more rounds of introduction or extra introduction?
Yeah, like I said, I'm JP Xinnam. I am going for this world record. I was close on Monday, but I am going to keep going and I'm going to try to get it. Just follow me. See something happen. It's going to be great.
I stay away from this game.
Thank you so much to our two co-commentators, Etchy and Shenanigans. That was so much fun. And thank you, Pulse, so much for agreeing to do this race with Charmander. Because Charmander adds another route compared to Squirtle. It's just so interesting, and I'm glad that you were able to show the route. And show people that it's just as good with Charmander as it is Squirtle. And we won't do this for Bulbasaur.
I'm so happy you guys got this game, and I know you've been pushing for this forever. It was so fun to watch.
And thanks for having us too.
But if you guys want to learn how to speedrun this, one, don't. Two, go to speedrun.com/PKMNFRLG. You guys can join the PSR Discord. We have an amazing community of people who are more than happy to teach you how to Pokemon speedrun. And if you guys want to check out runs of this, you guys can head over to twitch.tv/JP_Xinnam or twitch.tv/PulseEffects. I'm sure we have a lot of amazing things planned for the future.
Yes, indeed.
Anything you want to
Alright.
We're good?
Oh, good.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thanks for having us.
Thank you.
Goodbye, everybody.
All right. Thank you all so much for that. Thank you all so much for that amazing run of Pokemon LeafGreen. An amazing race. That's going to basically do it for me here today. I've been Dr. Bobtastic. And it's going to do it for the marathon. I've been so happy to be with you, especially during the $1 million mark. And I just want to add, we want to get that Pump It Up Paradox track met soon in the next little bit. We've got 34,000 left to go on that. Make sure to get your donations in for that. We're going to go to a Twitch ad, and when we come back, Marforia will be joining you as host. So thank you, everybody, and I'll see you later.
Of sorts. Um, Hello everyone. Welcome back to Summer Games Done Quick 2020 Online. My name is Marforia, and I will be your host for the upcoming runs. We're going to go ahead and read through a couple donations while we set up for our upcoming interview. We have a $40 donation from Butterchuckle saying, "This is my 6th year watching GDQ. It has evolved from watching it with buddies, introduced my girlfriend to it, girlfriend evolved into wife, and now I'm watching this with the newest addition, my daughter. This is always a great event to a great cause, and I had to donate during one of my favorite game series, Pokémon. Pet those plushies, help them doctors, and let's pump it up." We have an anonymous $200 donation saying 1 million hypes. Heck yeah, 1 million. We will now be going to a short interview with J Hobbs, JP, and Pulse. So take it away, folks.
Thank you much, Mar. Excuse me, of course, I have the frog in the throat immediately. Thank you very much, Marforia. My name is J Hobbs, as alluded to earlier. I've got JP Xinnam and PulseEffects with me. Gentlemen, thank you very much for joining me to talk about this run. I know the ending didn't quite end exactly how you wanted, but it was a fantastic showcase overall. I love that race.
Oh, thank you. I had a blast.
How are you both?
Thank you very much.
Yeah, I was like, how are you feeling?
FireRed LeafGreen exhausts me so much every single time that I play it. It's ridiculous, and it's so heart pumping that I love it, and I'm so glad like the run was just so close. It was amazing. I'm doing good.
It's an absolute rush to play this game because you can have things go wrong at literally any. Like there are some safe spaces, but there's a lot of places where things can just go sideways, and you just have to.
Yeah. Yeah, okay, like, let's get off to my first question then, because this is pretty much the first one in the run. There is an RNG manipulation in this run that neither of you were expecting to really have any chance at getting, and then you both got it. What was that about? Like, come on.
So,
how in the world were you expecting anything like that?
No, I was honestly expecting us both to be one frame off. Like, if anything, I expected one of us to get it. Because it really is it's a 60 FPS game, so it's 1 in 60 to press A on the correct frame. Plus, you have NPCs moving around that influence the RNG and make it harder to hit. And there's an off-screen NPC that will influence things that you can't even control. So all of those things had to go right, and we had to press a button at the correct time in order to actually get the manip. And the fact that we both got that was like the best possible scenario.
It was such a good way to kick off this race and just put everybody into like a good mood and a good energy. I think it was fantastic. But with that being said, you know, you probably did a lot of practice on those backup saves, like with the Pokemon and the stats that you had for those starters. And obviously, you know, with how close a lot of the battles are, especially in the early game, those stats come into play very heavily. How much were you generally expecting to rely on knowing those saves a little bit better? How much are you relying on notes versus keeping track of things in your head? It seems like there's a lot of math involved.
So I can actually answer really quickly. So a guy in the PSR community named Gatorism actually threw together a spreadsheet with a whole bunch of range calculations that you can just punch in your stats, and it will give you like all the standard ranges for the stats that you've got.
Squirtle.
So
Squirtle.
like that made swapping for me
only
pretty
Squirtle.
simple. Yeah, unfortunately there's not one for Charmander.
So then, Pulse, how were you dealing with this? What was going on?
I actually have made quite a few notes for PSR, and I just kind of had to just kind of scroll really fast and just kind of check, like just kind of glance over and hope that I live.
Pulse's notes are absolutely amazing. So if you ever want to run either the Charmander route or the Squirtle route, definitely use Pulse's notes. They are like they're the comprehensive guide.
I've done what I can.
So that actually leads me perfectly to the next question, because the next thing I wanted to ask you was, did you both know? It really seemed like you both knew both of the routes very well, even though they deviate from each other a lot. How well did you each know either of them? And was there any worry about like mixing things up in the middle of the run and suddenly you're going to the wrong place? Like maybe you're going to Vermilion, you meant to go like finish off Cerulean or something. Like, what was there any worry there? How did that whole process go?
So I think that's more so for me in particular because JP has been absolutely grinding like a madman with Squirtle. I volunteered actually to switch from Squirtle to Charmander to make this like the most interesting showcase we possibly could because both routes are so close. It took a lot of muscle memory though, in particular for me, because they're so different. Sometimes you would go to like a gym by accident, or you would accidentally like forget to teach a move or something. But I drilled it in my head for as long as I could, about maybe like 2-3 months, give or take, and I feel I did pretty good.
Yes,
Yeah,
really well.
pretty good, you know. And then you went to Lavender Town,
Yeah.
and apparently, you know, Pulse is just going to need a Pokénav or something because you just started walking all over the place. I know in that specific situation, it didn't seem like it was too big a deal, but how stressful is it if you start to kind of make small mistakes? Like say you're in the middle of a cave and you get off your step count and your repels are going to be in weird spots. How stressful can that be when you just start to make small mistakes like that?
I would say it really depends at points, because typically there are, I think, 2-3 spots where it can go really, really wrong. Both of them would be in Rock Tunnel, where I had to go inside of the menu, get on the bike, and I had like a nice little backup strategy. Inside of Rock Tunnel, where you're kind of doing this like dance in the dark, where you have to do another run into bike or run into walk manipulation at the ladder, because that guy is really scary, by the way, for Charmander in particular. But there are a couple of backup strategies that you can go for, in particular for just if you accidentally mess up that movement. If you hit an optional, it depends as well, because the PP management is very, very tight. You might have to go for really, really weird moves and just find a weird way to recover. But I think we have a lot of backup strategies in particular.
Yeah, JP, how about you? Any spots in particular you could think of that are just super stressful for you if things start to go off the rails?
Yeah, well, I can definitely put an example out from what happened in the race. Like the spot for Koga, this is actually a new route change for me. What I was doing, I usually don't do this high experience route where I candy to level 41 before Koga. I would usually still be at level like 39 going into Koga. So I just instinctively use the Oranberry in order to get myself up into a high range in order to not get killed by the Weezing or the Buck by an air move. But the fact that I was using a different experience route, I just went in and used the Oranberry and accidentally put myself into a bad situation, which I saved for and I accounted for. And it ended up working out after one death, which was actually unlucky because of poison. But like, after something like that, like, you just really have to deal with it. And especially in a race setting where the main goal is to just finish the run. Like, you can't let it get to you too badly. I mean, it definitely affected me because there were a couple other spots that I was, like, distracted on because I was trying to figure things out. But you can't let it, like, ruin how you're going through the run. You just gotta go, okay, this happened. How do I deal with it? This is how I deal with it, and move on.
You don't want it to cascade on you, you know, or
correct. Yeah. And if it cascades on you, that'll just completely ruin the rest of the run. And like, it's healthy to understand that, like, you will have some frustration over the fact that you made a mistake. That's natural. That's normal. It's how you deal with it after you make that mistake and what changes you do in future runs that really like makes it a good learning experience.
Yeah, and I think it's always good to keep that positive mindset, so you know you don't kind of like waterfall down into a nosedive, and instead you kind of surf your way over to victory past through the strength of all of you. I can't do all the HMs, man. I'm thinking about it. I was trying, but we're
just fly away with that.
Yeah. Let's just fly away with that one. And in a flash, I'm going to ask you about your next one. I should have just forgotten about that one for the meme. In any case, you mentioned some saves there, some backup saves and stuff, and it seemed like in this race. you both kind of saved a lot of your bad luck for the Elite Four and just for the end in general.
Oh.
But resets were still kind of present throughout, like having to load backup saves and stuff. In a run that's so scary, where I'm sure you've had runs die to almost any random trainer. How do you decide exactly which fights make sense to make safety saves in in this race kind of scenario?
Generally, I would make a safety save in a situation where the opponent has the ability to knock out my main Pokemon, like I give it a turn or something like that, or if there's a chance that I could miss a critical move on the opponent's Pokemon and cause the run to end. Like, those are the two key things. Like, for the first 3 fights of the game, Sammy, Liam, and Brock, I saved for all 3 of those because if any random thing decided to hit me or critical me, that was just run over. So, like, it was key to save there. But then there are other fights where it's just like, it's a little bit of a risk if I don't save here, but it's recoverable easily as well. Like, that's the other thing. Like, if you can recover, like, say with a revive, or just by swapping out a Pokemon, those are less likely to need a backup save.
Okay, cool. Makes sense. Now, also wanted to just kind of take you back through how the race was going and everything. You know, for a while, JP was kind of ahead. Some of that due to route, but some of that just due to, some bad luck on like the rival 2 fight and stuff like that. Then, PulseEffects, you took it back around the time of the gym rush, where you're just kind of going back to back for all the gyms. And you kept that lead all the way up to Lance in the Elite Four before JP spearheaded a comeback. So run me through the emotions going into those Elite Four fights on whether it be, in this specific race here where you're kind of on a big stage or just on a good pace in general. Let's start with Pulse on this one.
Okay. So the Elite Four for FireRed, LeafGreen, I would absolutely argue that they are the hardest Elite Four members. Literally every single one of them for Charmander for sure. I can just die to all of them just because Charmander is very frail and the sort of risks that you have to take are really risky. Like having to hit Fire Blast without X accuracy is just absolutely just insane, and just everything about it's heart pumping. It's kind of why I'm exhausted, I'd say, is because
right.
That alone is absolutely insane. And if just me dying that many times didn't show you how hard it is, then I don't know what will.
Yeah, it gets you sweating. JP, how about you?
Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. Like, with my Elite Four, it's more time loss than anything, but like the 2 key fights that can go really, really wrong are, 3 key fights actually. Bruno normally doesn't go wrong, so like Lorelei, Agatha, and Lance all have different varieties of ways that things can go wrong. Usually Lorelei doesn't actually kill you, but it causes you lots of time loss. Just because you can get paralyzed by body slam, so you can just end up getting chained into full restore for a long time, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it until you're just so frustrated that it's like, I'm just going to go for it, and then you get fully paralyzed, and then you get body slam crit. With Agatha, it's just a matter of getting through her Ultra Instinct Gengar and just hitting Surf. And like you can be safe like with that fight, but it is much slower. So you want to go for the risky strat in order to make it as fast as possible. And then Lance, like the setup on Gyarados is just so tight because of how much damage it can pump out on Blastoise. With Blizzard being 93% accurate after the X accuracy, I missed 2 in that race on that fight.
Yeah,
it was completely ridiculous.
Unfortunate to say the least.
But those are really the main fights. Champion fight isn't really that bad, but it's for
Squirtle. What do you mean?
All right, well, we have to wrap it up here because we got to get ready for our next run. But I want to thank you both for talking to me, and thank you for a fantastic race. As someone where Generation 3 is my favorite generation, and I think it's the best looking generation ever. Like, I just love all the sprite art in that game too and stuff. I was super psyched to watch this race. I think it was fantastic that you were both there for the 1 million moment. Thank you to everybody in chat for making that happen. Be sure to keep pushing because we got that extra incentive for Pump It Up and plenty more incentives to come going into our final day tomorrow. Thank you again, JP Xinnam and PulseEffects. Everybody follow these two for more awesome Pokemon speedruns. I'm going to go ahead and let Marforia take it away from here as we get ready for Crypt of the Necrodancer. Thanks to both.
Thank you.
We have a $5 donation from Pilsy Man saying, woke up 5 a.m. local time on Saturday just to watch Crypt of the Necrodancer and pump it up. Greetings from Sweden, and let's make this another great day of awesome speedruns and donations. We have a $10 donation from Quilty saying, good luck on the run, Spooty. We also have another $10 donation from Royal Goof saying, did you know that Grey Goblins deal 3 hearts of damage? You wouldn't with Coda since she dies in 1 hit to everything. Good luck, Spooty, and take all of the 0 telemonkeys that will show up on Zone 4. Smiley face. We have a $100 donation from Squega saying, Coda hype, let's go Spooty. We have a $50 donation from Cake Fumi saying, some NRG for Spooty for necrodancing and a little bit of tribute for that sick Baba Is You run by Punchy earlier today. Keep being awesome. We have $50 from Kayul saying, super pumped for the necrodancer run. Let's go Spooty. We have a $100 donation from Rat248 saying, I'm Rudy for Spooty. We have $1,000 coming from Matt Party Hat saying, Crypt of the Necrodancer is such a special and unique game, and playing it has brought me comfort in these tough times. So excited to see it run again at GDQ. Spooty's runs are always fantastic. Thank you so much. We have a $200 donation from Tatsu Ukigi saying, first time donating, long time lurker. I absolutely lived in my local arcade playing Pump It Up during middle school. Last year, Happy Feets brought those memories back with an amazing performance. I highly encourage others to get those donations in. And don't forget your Twitch Prime subs. Great job to JP and Pulse for blazing through these games. Slash those Pokemon down and leave their waterfalls down to 0. May Helix bless you with critical hits. And we have a $25 donation from Shiny saying, love watching Crypt of the Necrodancer runs. Good luck for the run, and I hope you don't keep repeating yourself.